Last intro of the year!
Yep, everybody. Hi, welcome to A Podcast Will Save This Relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
And I'm Joshy, him. And on the originally supposed to be Christmas episode.
But now Christmas/New Year's episode.
So if we say it's Christmas when this episode comes out, please refer to it as New Year's in your head, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Josh isn't going to edit it.
Fuck no.
No.
But yeah, on today's episode,
it's 2025. You're not gonna start that shit
2024, now? Okay.
All right. For however many hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we finished fucking Transcendence.
We did.
We talked about something else. Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, you did a Christmas story. News story.
Newspaper.
Not the film.
Newspaper Christmas.
Yeah, and then we did Reddit stories.
And they were good.
And that's about everything. So yeah.
We had a little moment at the end there where we said we're very grateful for everybody that listened, which I would want to reiterate here at the top.
Very much grateful for all of you who have been listening this year and have stuck with us for some very rough times.
Oh yeah. It's been just a great, I mean, just doing this show and having as many people listen to us and talk to us and stuff is really cool.
It's very nice,
you guys are a bunch of cool people.
Hell yeah.
And we complain a lot because we're assholes, but we love you all.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year, everybody. Don't forget to also like, comment, subscribe, and hit that gosh darn bell. Bring in the new year by ringing a bell, guys.
Money.
And buy me a coffee and Patreon at those websites /APWSTR. And also at Stream Elements for a guy named JC Tips because the IRS gave me a letter on Christmas Eve, which would have been with this
bullshit,
original,
honestly.
that says I owe a lot of money. So a guy named JC on Twitch there, as well as, do not forget, of course, Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Lebanon links are down in the description, as well as the distributed computing.
Do those first.
Yeah, okay.
Before, no, not you. Like, give money to them first before giving us money, please.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But enjoy the episode, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We have merch, coffee, all the stuff.
Merch, coffee, everything. Yeah.
Patreon. There's
an
hear
ad
it later.
Segment. Fucking watch it.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the episode.
Bye. See you next year. Hark the herald angels sing, something newborn king.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Peace on earth and something wild.
Oh, wild? Is that
or mild? I don't know.
Which one is
Meek
it?
and mild?
Beat me. It may be that. I don't know. I thought it was E minor.
Beat me. What?
I don't know. Fuck.
Something.
I didn't grab my phone.
Something.
Before we recorded this.
Yeah, halfway through we'll do it because I don't want you to talk about Transcendence, please.
You got it. Don't worry. I'll let you get through.
Can that be my Christmas gift? Did we give up on Transcendence?
Well, are we not revoking the Christmas gift from our listeners of talking about?
Fuck.
We're not gonna get to it yet. We're not gonna get to it yet. You have a segment today.
I just got a segment.
So, yeah, you got a segment. Yeah, and.
Yeah.
Well, we can slowly get into that. How are you doing, though, Sarah?
I'm doing all right.
Are you in the Christmas spirit?
Yeah.
For this Christmas podcast? I will say, go us for actually remembering that this is a holiday podcast, technically.
I was worried, yeah.
That we would just forget.
Yeah.
And I will say, it's good that, both back-to-back, this is also going to be a New Year's podcast next week.
Yeah, I'll be
just because
excited.
It's a week-to-week, yeah.
I can't wait to ask you the question of what's your favorite Reddit story we did this past year.
Oh, you know what? I haven't... fuck. Oh, that's going to be a good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think about it.
And I'm going to bet you dollars to donuts. I'll bet you a 12-pack of donuts.
Yeah.
A 12-pack. 12 donuts.
Yeah.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I'll bet you 12 donuts on New Year's Day that you're going to forget.
I am going to forget.
I asked you that shit.
And then I never went back. I was going to write a community post. I was like, I guess I can ask this question now.
Yeah.
Because we're all here.
What's your favorite moment
from
the podcast last year?
So I can make a compilation of it to cash in on everyone's nostalgia.
All right. Wow. Nostalgia for 1 year?
For our the year.
Oh, gosh, what a lot of cash to get.
Yeah, that's where the real money is.
I will say the one that I fucking hate from this year, which
Yeah.
is the goddamn candle story.
Yeah, the candle story.
Holy
Listen,
shit.
it may have paid our rent, but holy fuck.
It did. It caused me to spin out wildly.
Yeah, very wildly. I agree.
Yeah. The downfall of humanity was signaled by the fucking that one lady being mad that her boyfriend lit a decorative candle that wasn't supposed to be lit.
Yeah, what a fucking bitch.
Parentheses, it had wicks.
It had wicks.
And parentheses.
Which is still a funny fucking title.
It is funny.
I really don't think we can ever beat that on the titles, if I'm being honest. Unless something comes up tomorrow, but yeah. Probably won't.
I think that guy's setting his Christmas tree on fire.
I hope so, because I mean, there's a lot of like needles that could look like wicks.
I know.
I mean, it's only supposed to be decorative, but I mean, who's to say that trees aren't meant to be burned down?
Exactly. It's wood, so it means it should.
It goes fire.
It
Christmas
would,
means.
So that means it should. Dollars to donuts on New Year's Day.
We're very sleep deprived.
What the fuck? I've been having to take multiple hours long naps in the beginning of in the middle
middle of the day.
Middle of the day. Yeah.
I feel that. And I will say, like, I try to be productive during the day, and I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
It's either like beginning of the morning or like right before we go to bed. Do I get the urge to be like, I'm going to do something today?
It's so real, though.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it. I will say, Farming Simulator, I think, is also not playing a good hand in that.
No, it is killing me.
It is,
slowly, with its song.
God, yeah, it's Siren song. Yeah. It's Tractor song.
Tractor.
Yeah, but okay.
Anyway,
I do want to say we're someone suggested this, I think, on the stream.
I am gonna do one for New Year's.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that one too.
Can we take a fucking break from these shitty movies though?
I'm okay with not doing a movie next week.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you want me to do a backup movie, in which case I'll do a good movie. Actually.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I'll do a backup good movie. Or a movie that I think would be so.
Oh, do New Year's Eve. Like that movie that has all the people in it. That's New Year's Eve.
Oh fuck, that's good synergy right there.
Because I'm pretty sure that lady that has all the big teeth, where her teeth looks like a horse, Hilary Swank.
Oh yeah.
And she like pushes Robert De Niro, and she's like, "My dad's dying," and she pushes him out towards the whole time. Everyone's like, "You got a date? Who are you gonna kiss?" And she's like, "I already got a date." And then
I forgot about that.
She pushes her old dad off the top of a building. I'm joking. No,
that
she
would be
doesn't.
awesome.
No,
dude, I forget that there was that whole period because I remember the 30 Rock joke about MLK Jr. Day. But I remember all those, like, there was like, I think there was a Valentine's Day one.
Yeah,
there was.
I remember that had Taylor Swift in it. She was actually really funny.
Yeah, and then there was the New Year's Day one. I think there was one more, and I don't remember which day. It could have been, but yeah. But I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited that you're bringing this back because I do think the newspaper segment is really good. And
People
it's really
liked
interesting
it.
to see. Yeah,
I have just a clipping,
and this is just our little Christmas gift to everybody.
Yeah,
you know, before I dump a big sack of coal down your fucking chimney,
which is the rest of Transcendence.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Whoops.
The second half of our trends.
The second half of our two-parter Transcendence. This show is fucking stupid.
It is fucking stupid.
I love it.
Me too. I can't. I'll never stop doing it.
Yeah.
All right. This is from the Muscatine Journal.
Okay.
On Monday, December 25th, 1922.
Merry Christmas. Hell yeah.
From Muscatine, Iowa.
Okay. All right.
So it's from a state that doesn't exist. Jokes, kids. Come get your jokes. Come get your jokes from the joke man.
Sarah, you got to give it to at least the 3 people from Iowa that listen to this because no one lives there.
They're probably very nice.
They're probably very nice.
I actually do want to go to Iowa at some point.
I do want to visit every state. I don't think there's nothing in each state. You know what I mean? Like, even the ones.
Iowa's probably the one that has the most nothing.
Maybe. What about the Dakotas?
I don't know.
They got Fargo going for them.
They're close to Canada.
That is something. You know, you can hop the border if you need to.
Why are they separate? You know, what happened there?
Yeah.
Why do they get all mad at each other? There's a mystery afoot in the Dakotas.
I'm a detective, yeah.
Dollars to donuts on New Year's Day. There's a mystery afoot in the Dakotas. There's a lot of good titles here.
Yeah, you've already gotten. Yeah, we're really packing them in on the first half. Yeah.
Okay, this is from The Social.
Ooh, so like this is like all the social events.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not all the social events. This is one very important piece of news.
Okay, got it.
Okay? City news.
Okay.
One of Santa Claus's official sleighs was somewhat damaged while in an active service this morning in a collision at 8th Street and Mulberry Avenue. An automobile driven by Captain C.W. Hops of the Salvation Army, who was engaged in delivering Christmas baskets, and a Mulberry Avenue Street car collided.
This is the most Christmassy accident I've ever heard in my fucking life.
The top of the auto being smashed in from the rear.
So you have a rear ender between Santa's fucking sled?
Santa's sled was rear-ended by a reindeer.
By a fucking reindeer, and also got damaged. The Salvation Army
Grandma
fucking
got rear-ended by Santa Claus's huge-ass sled.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Captain Hobbs was driving west on 8th Street and turned south on Mulberry in an endeavor to avoid a collision with a streetcar, which was also going south on Mulberry. No one was injured.
Okay, good. So I'm not a huge asshole if I laugh at this.
This is just so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the... Okay.
Can you imagine, like, oh shit, honey, I ruined Christmas. I ran into Santa Claus's sled.
I ran into the sled. We were... Okay, no, hold on. Because, like, okay, so because we really had to focus on the Salvation Army part of this, where it's like... you're delivering presents, like real presents, like the
actual
Santa,
presents,
like the Santa sleigh. That's like for show, right?
Because he's delivering it in the sled, and
then. Well, okay, maybe I'm confused here. Okay, so who are the players in this play?
So we got. This is how I used to visualize it when I worked at law office, and someone would call, and they were like, "I just got into an accident."
Okay, sorry. I want to make sure I have this right.
So, guy,
who's at fault here, Sarah? With your law expertise.
Okay, it is the Salvation Army sled. Unfortunately, I think in my mind, but okay. So, sled is driving down a street that gets into a intersection where there's a car that's either pulled out or something, or
didn't they say
has
they were
gone this
both
way?
Going south?
I think they were both
okay,
going
they're both
south,
going south, so it turned in.
He was gonna accidentally rear end this other car, the sled.
Yeah, the sled.
So he turned right and then bonked the top of another car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And the sled is the Salvation Army?
Yes, the Salvation, yeah.
Okay.
Grandma got rear-ended by the Salvation Army sled.
Wow, dude. That is a Christmas miracle, I think. Like having
a rear end, an accident.
No, us having this moment to have.
Us here today.
Us here today to look back on that. That's because God. Because I go to I drive past Publix every fucking day. There's always that guy with the bell, and he's like, which I assume that happens not just at Publix. I'm assuming that's happening across the country.
At all the Publixes.
At all the Publixes in the world, yeah. Like where it's like they're asking for donations. So the idea of like getting all the donations and getting all the presents, getting in your sled and driving down like fucking
the kids
first
are
and
gonna
fifth.
Be so fuck oh shit.
But okay, second thing, also not Christmas related. I did finally sign us up for media accreditation at fucking MegaCon.
Oh, yes, bitch.
And I don't think we're gonna get it, but I do think it's funny that in the thing I was like, we're a YouTube verified channel.
That is awesome. We got verified.
We got you verified on YouTube, which is really funny because
a lot of the better Reddit podcasts aren't, and that's fucking weird to me.
Yeah, and I looked into it like
verify the judge. Hashtag verify the judges.
Hashtag verify the judges. We should.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
What the hell?
They actually they.
Dude, getting here like saying verify the judges up top so that when they get verified, pretending like we did that for them.
Yeah, we're ahead of that. We're ahead of that curve.
At some point, we should just do a judges rewatch podcast or something. That would be funny as fuck.
But no, I looked into it because that happened in the last week, and it was like, so yeah, after you get 100,000, then you can start like applying to be verified on YouTube.
or if you're well known
on another platform,
which
we'll
to me,
give it to you.
The first thing I thought of was, oh my God, who's talking shit about us? And then the first thing you thought of was, wow, we're well known. That's nice.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Who is talking shit about us?
Guess who's depressed?
Well, technically both of us.
Yeah, both of us are.
But I mean, I am on my pills, so I mean that might be part of it.
All right, Mr. On your pills.
But yeah, no, I signed us up for MegaCon.
That'd be fun.
I really wonder if we would get it, because like I've seen the people they accept.
I know, I would be pissed if not.
Yeah, like we go there, like just because we don't unbox fucking toys doesn't mean we don't talk about popular culture.
We should start.
You want to do toy reviews?
Yeah, let's go. Just buy a bunch of Funko Pops and unbox them. Why not?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If anyone's
this Funko Pop is good or something.
Whoa!
How do you tell whether a Funko Pop is good or bad?
I guess the rarity, like it's almost like Pokemon cards sometimes with them, where I'll
do Pokemon cards.
Yeah, there we go. That's where the money is. What are we fucking doing here? Yeah.
Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I'm saying that now because also if we don't get that, I do want someone to just like invite us to the fucking...
Yeah, please.
Someone invite us to Mega. I don't want to pay $120 fucking dollars of no one's money. Oh, have I talked about this on the show? I've talked about it on the stream, and I was going to tweet about this. I keep getting fucking Webby ads to apply for Webbies.
Yeah.
And I looked into it because
doesn't it cost money?
Yeah. So first of all, it costs a lot of money. $1,500 to be exact.
That's ridiculous.
It's for 3 categories, so it's $500 per category.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, so already we're there, right?
Yeah.
But I keep getting advertised where and maybe this will ban us from the Webbies forever, what I'm about to say, but I keep getting the ads where it's like, it was such an honor to get a Webby, and all I can think of is like, you paid $500 fucking dollars. Like, yeah, that's not... This.
There's probably agents that do it or
There's
something.
probably agents that do it, yeah.
I think there was some Game Grumps episode where Dan found out that he has a Webby.
I think you can do it for other people, but I do think it's crazy that like...
Yeah.
I mean, I know that all reward shows have that element of like paying to win an award. Like if you do those for your consideration ads or parties.
Campaigns or something.
Yeah, but like it is just funny that like, I have a debit card. I can fucking do this.
I could. Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think some of the people on there were talking about like the Oscars and shit. And they were like,
he's hosting.
We all know that it's just dumb. Like, we all know it's not anything really.
Yeah.
Like, even the Oscars or the Golden Globes or whatever, it's just not really anything.
Yeah. It's just an excuse for all of us to get in a room and get food.
And get drunk.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. Yeah. And it's like we have to do this as like a big thing to make people think that we're legitimate.
No, yeah, and like I remember early on, like in Red Letter Media, like the Oscars, like they call the Oscars, it's just a trade show. It's just an award show. Like there's awards for like fucking repairmen, like AC repairmen, like shit like that, you know. So 2 different types of repairmen apparently is what I could come up with. But like
AC repairman and repairman.
Regular repairman, yeah. But no, yeah, it is just a fucking trade award show. And then but it's with the glitz and glamour of celebrities, I guess.
Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of important because it's like it validated me in that sometimes we get very in our heads where it's like we're not doing anything.
No, yeah, I feel
with our lives.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like this isn't a real job, and I definitely have that imposter syndrome for sure.
Well, it's like, you know, if you have projects or something coming out, you feel like you're worthwhile, like you're working.
Yeah.
When really what you're doing is you're waking up at 12 p.m. every day and barely putting on pants.
Yeah.
And sitting down and eating Taco Bell and watching TV.
Yeah.
And then maybe sometimes you work, but most of the time you're just chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's like when we watch the Actors on Actors with Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, and how he talks about like...
And the other guy, who's honestly really good. I like him.
No, yeah, I really liked him too.
Forgot his name. I'm going to look him up. Coleman Domingo.
Coleman Domingo, yeah.
He was really good. I liked him a lot. But it's like they talk about their process, and a lot of it just kind of felt like... I understand the need to like psych yourself into it, but it's also like how much of that is just posturing that you need to do to make yourself feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, I can understand that.
You know? But it's like, yeah, I get it then, because it's a ritual to make yourself feel like, oh, yeah. Which I was like, damn. maybe we need a ritual. We were thinking about getting uniforms and shit.
Oh yeah, like getting a jacket with like this logo. Yeah.
Something
it feels like more legit in that way. Yeah, I get that.
And it stops you from thinking on not anything and just being so depressed you can't make your art, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel that. Yeah, and I feel that too, because I think I had that really badly on the stream a couple of days ago, where like I got paid an excessively large amount of money is what it feels like. But like, I mean, it's hard to see entertaining people as a job sometimes.
It's like we're allergic to making rent. Like any amount of money that we get from anyone is like,
why the fuck are you doing this?
I don't deserve that.
I don't deserve that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like, but I mean, I guess we do work. I'm still, even when I'm saying it, it's like they're so
influence
passive.
People. Anyway, thanks to this person for buying us a coffee. You literally saved my life. Yeah, whatever.
I don't believe that.
Fuck you. That's what Josh wants to do.
That's what. Yeah,
I'm the soul of the show.
Yeah. So Sarah has to keeping us on a real fucking tightrope.
And then Josh is like, why doesn't anyone like me?
Yeah, because I'm an insufferable piece of shit sometimes.
You're not an insufferable piece
I know.
of shit.
I'm
joking.
But yeah, I'm going to be an insufferable piece of shit in a second, though. So, yeah.
Let's get this
Let's get this over with. All right. So, last time we were here.
Yeah. Are you going to do it all from memory? Do it all from memory.
No. But okay. So, like, okay.
All right. I'm going to go to sleep.
Fair. This is the part of the podcast where everyone should start falling asleep until the red segment comes up. Yeah. So, okay. Refresher, because I have to do this for the segment because it's been... This actually is making it hard for me to focus a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard for me to focus too.
Okay, but last time we were here, the last thing that happened is that 2 years had passed. Johnny Depp is in the computer. This is the movie Transcendence. I should say that, I guess.
The movie should be called Don't Fucking Watch This Movie. It's a piece of garbage crap.
Yeah, but it has a lot of shit happening in it, so that's why we had to split
Go watch
this up
the previous episode. We're not going to give you a cap.
So where we were, though, I was playing Sudoku before this. I'm better use of my time.
Did you do the water sort today?
I didn't. I had to get on that, and instead I'm doing this fucking recap. I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Okay, so... We're halfway through the movie.
Uh-huh.
Last thing that happened is that 2 years have passed, and Johnny Depp as the computer man has basically done all the technology.
Okay.
Fuck it. He just knows how to make everything.
He knows how to make everything, yeah.
Yes.
It's apocalypse time now.
Yeah. Oh my god, I wrote so goddamn much.
How far are we into this movie?
Like, we're halfway done. We're halfway done with the movie. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a 2 hour long movie. This is an hour long. We're at the hour point.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, 2 years have passed.
Mm-hmm.
First thing we see is some kid on a motorbike, like, handing out, like, conspiracy posters of, like, what's really going on in Johnny Depp's lab. Human experimentation or some shit. So, okay, so the contractor character that we've been seeing throughout this movie, like, it's been the main head of the guy, is just super rich. And like a really smart, really rich person, he's buying, like, a coffee from a diner or a bar or something, like, he's getting a drink. And he just... unloads like a wad of cash with like $10,000 in it almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like a really thick wad of cash to pay for a $3 drink for some reason.
Okay.
And there's these two guys, there's these two like
because you can't use debit anymore.
Can't use debit.
Because the debit cards are all on the cloud, man.
Yeah, exactly. And Johnny Depp will know your
we'll
passwords
know where you
and
are.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like two guys at the bar just watching him with all this money. And then later at night, the contractor's like looking at a solar panel for some reason. What's going on here? That might as well be what was happening. Like that might as well be genuinely what was going on.
Okay.
But like he was looking at it, and then he gets fucking jumped by the two guys and robbed and like beaten almost to death.
Okay.
And then I want to say okay, hold on. Yeah, he works on solar panels. So okay, so they. The people working the lab, they put him on like a gurney basically and bring him underground to like try and like fix him.
It's called a journey.
A journey,
Josh.
Is it?
No, I'm joking.
God damn it. Okay,
that's an American Pie. Journey, that's an American Pie joke where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go write in my journal."
Okay.
Journal.
I didn't know that. I don't watch that movie.
Yeah, I haven't either. I know that one joke.
Got it. Fair.
And no, I'm not watching that movie.
Yeah,
either.
no.
All I know is they fuck a pie, and I'm not dealing with it.
We know. Yeah, it's fine.
Everyone said that one time at band camp was funny, and it's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's not fucking funny. I don't think it's fucking funny.
I agree. I get it. Yeah.
Even when you explain the joke to me, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Sex is the joke.
What? College students having sex?
Band students are having sex? Yeah.
Freaks, yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
sorry, go
No,
ahead.
it's okay. No, it's fine. Okay, so Johnny Depp through the robo arms we saw earlier where he's able to like make plants grow.
Right.
Just injects nanomachines into him, which is nanomachines is such a fun plot point in a lot of these things. The only thing I've seen it done kind of well in is Metal Gear Solid 4, weirdly enough.
Not RimWorld?
Not even I mean RimWorld I guess also, but like video games I think is the only place you can really do this to like as a storytelling device, because like this is supposed to be a hyper realistic Johnny Depp in the computer movie. So I can't wait for the gritty remake of Transcendence by the fucking guy that made Chernobyl or something. Whatever, fuck it. Okay.
All right.
I'm losing my mind.
Me too. Yeah, same.
So Johnny Depp injects the nanomachines, right?
With his robot arms.
Yeah, with his robot arms
we
that are in the
all
thing.
are up to speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's the contractor lives basically.
Okay.
And we get the scene of him like all the bruising on his body goes away. Every single like all the blood's gone. His clothes are cleaned also.
All the blood's gone?
Well, like all the blood that like was coming out just gets cleaned off.
From what was hurting him?
Well, because he got beat the fucking shit out of him. That's why. Like
by the guys to get his money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, forgot.
No, yeah, he got beat up like really bad. Like they spend like a good minute on this guy getting beaten up. They don't show it because this movie's PG-13. Because
this movie's for
fucking teenagers. Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
So yeah. So like they show like the guys like fucking kicking the shit out of him. Like it's really like it's a brutal scene, but you don't see it actually happening.
Okay.
But yeah, basically he's like completely healed, and like this happens multiple times also whenever this happens, because this is gonna happen multiple times and a lot actually,
that he gets beaten up and then all his blood is gone.
Where when the nanomachines are put in, like I think he like starts crying because he's like saved, I guess, but not really because he's saved,
like by Jesus.
Well, by Johnny Depp, yeah, like
yeah, right,
yeah, Jesus Depp, yeah,
yeah.
So JD still, yeah,
from Scrubs.
I'm gonna use the word cyborg until the word hybrids gets brought up. So the nanomachines stay inside his body throughout the rest of the movie, and like he's basically gonna be part human, part machine, all contractor, right? So the next day, the wife character
robo contractor
cop, yeah or robo contractor, yeah. Okay, so
contractor
cop.
No robot. Half contractor, half cop, all human, zero robot.
Yeah.
Why are we? His name's Larry, the fucking cable guy.
Exactly. Larry the copter guy, yeah. Okay, so there. The only like work that we ever see going on in this facility is outside with everybody just building solar panels. Like that's the only thing. We never see the inside of it get built or repaired or anything.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at the idea of a movie of a guy that just has two jobs.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He just has two jobs. Okay,
it's a realistic movie.
I don't know why that got me, bro.
No, it's okay. No,
okay, whatever.
It's good. You're good. Don't worry. I'm happy you're laughing at that.
Oh,
someone needs to laugh at this at some fucking point. Okay.
Oh,
so
shit.
okay. So all right. So okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So the wife meets the contractor right outside while he's just like touching a solar panel or whatever. And we now learn that because he has the nanomachines in him, Johnny Depp can technically kind of take control of anyone that has nanomachines within them, because at some point he just goes like, no, wife, it's me, Johnny Depp. Like, even though it's still the contractor's voice.
And that's how they have sex?
No. Don't worry. That's not. That doesn't.
I'm not
no,
worried.
We'll get
I'm
there.
not-
We'll get to the
I
fucking at
wasn't-
some point.
Well, hold on, okay? That was the most. It made the most biological sense of how they would have sex again. I'm not tossing and fucking turning at night, wondering how Johnny Depp is fucking his wife through a computer.
Yeah.
I've played Fallout New Vegas. I know
it's
you
possible.
can fuck the computer, man.
Yeah.
I know it. We've been over this too, so you're mischaracterizing me for our audience to
I know
see.
you're right. I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry.
I'm honestly quite offended.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm losing my mind right now. At this point is when the wife finally starts having some reservations openly
Wait,
about
my husband's other guys and not just computer?
my
I'm in love
husband can
with?
now take control of other people who at once did
I
actually
don't
have
know
their own
about
body and
that.
soul and mind to control, but now he can technically control them. So, okay. And this is when, okay. So, this isn't the fucking scene. Well, this is the fucking scene technically because this is like the most. I'm sorry. Yeah,
What
I shouldn't
the
have gotten.
hell?
So, what happens is the wife has a dream of fucking Johnny Depp basically, but then Johnny Depp disintegrates into nanomachines. And that's her nightmare in that moment. Is like
So she doesn't have a problem with him taking a hold of other people. She has a problem that he's nanomachines.
I guess. Well, kind of both, really. Like, I think because the inciting thing for her to not really care about, like, she starts becoming afraid of Johnny Depp because of this, right?
Okay.
Or at least openly we start seeing it because she was technically having bad dreams earlier, but we didn't know what they were.
I don't think this is all her fault, like the movie is trying to say.
No, it isn't.
But I will say it is weird that this is now your line. Like this was your line.
Yeah, this is where the line's kind of starting to be drawn.
Yeah,
For
I'm
some
questioning
reason.
your human morals.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now we go to the terrorist hideout, which is closer because there's terrorists in this movie. Just so we all.
I forgot. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay. Also, real quick, Depp says he makes another breakthrough. Whatever. Who cares, right? So, okay. He tells the wife that at some point. So then we go to the terrorist hideout. Meanwhile, at the terrorist hideout, the kid with the motorbike shows up because he's part of the terrorist group. And he has like footage of the contractor who has the nanomachines. Just like carrying a big fucking beam of metal for a solar panel. Like, because now he's super strong, basically. Because now he has nanomachines in him.
Yeah.
Not only is he super strong, but also he might be controlled by Johnny Depp. Who knows? Well, yeah, even though that's what's happening.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, it's what's going to happen. So, oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, there's a guy in town throughout the movie.
There's a man in
There's
town?
a man in a town.
Okay.
And throughout the movie, he is wheelchair bound. I think he's paraplegic. I think is how the movie. So at night, we just see him go into the lab, and then he comes out walking normally, basically, like he got healed. Because he now has nanomachines in him. Yeah, this is where we're going to start operating at this point, by the way. This is where we don't need to start a huge conversation about the hidden ableism of the Johnny Depp is Jesus Christ as a computer movie.
Is it hidden?
It's not
or
hidden.
is it Jesus?
It's not hidden. It's
is
not
it
hidden.
Or is it
Jesus?
Jesus?
So, okay. So, like, that happens overnight, right? And so the video of him, or like him getting fixed, quote unquote, goes viral, and it's implied. I think it is said that Johnny Depp is the one who makes it go viral on the internet.
That is funny
because he's basically trying to convince people that like have ailments of any sort to get nanomachined, or as I wrote it down, nanoed in this movie.
Get nanoed.
He gets fucking nanoed. Yeah. So. Okay, so like a lot of things are about to go wrong from a movie making standpoint, but we'll get there. You know that's gonna happen, right? Like,
oh my god.
Okay, so okay, all right. So now everyone's showing up to get nano. Depp says he's gonna fix them, and for those who don't understand, it's time for everyone to see him nanoing people, basically. And now Oppenheimer and Morgan Freeman are showing up on a bus with a bunch of other people who are trying to go get nanoed because they want to get whatever their ailment is fixed, right? So, okay, so the wife says hi to them and brings them down into the data center, and then they meet Johnny Depp as the computer, and they're both like, what the fuck? Is that actually you? And then Johnny Depp does like, I don't know, are you self-aware, asshole? Like, because setups and callbacks are what's important in a movie, not making any fucking sense at all.
Right.
So okay, we get another. So there's like a big ass line. Also, from this point on, there's just gonna be a long line of people like they're at fucking Disneyland trying to go into this data center to get their shit fixed. And you also see it inside because like you go inside and there's like a lab tech looking over a guy that like. And we didn't need to show this, but like they like inject the nanomachine specifically into his eye because he can't see. Like he's blind and like he has like cloudy eyes. So like they put the needle into the eye to put the nanomachines in, and then you see the eye clear up, and then like you see him crying because it's the first time he's seen, I guess. So that's the level we're operating on right now. Mm-hmm. It keeps going down. Yeah, like it doesn't. Yeah. So. There's also now just I need to also correct something. Last time I said that the quantum processors look like Minecraft eggs.
Apparently
eggs.
They don't at all.
They don't. They look more like
cubes, right?
Like just regular ass cubes of like with heat sinks.
The funny part you told me about was because they were cubes. I think that's why you were thinking about Minecraft.
That's probably what it was, genuinely.
Oh, and also, can you correct your isotopes thing?
Oh yeah, I was wrong about this. So yeah, the movie was technically correct with saying that it was an isotope of whatever the element was, plutonium.
Whatever. Joshua
Plutonium,
misread the thing.
I misread a Wikipedia article. I'm
Isotopes
not an expert.
Exist within elements.
Yes, so it was correct in the movie.
We're dumb, guys.
We're dumb. Yes.
Stop thinking that we know anything. It's crazy that you do that.
Yeah. So there's so many quantum processors. We look at them, and they're better than they were 2 years ago. So not only are there more of them, but like now they're like more efficient or whatever. And also Johnny Depp tries to make a point of like all these people came on their own accord to get their shit.
They were bussed over.
Yeah, they were bussed over, and also he made the video go viral of the guy getting quote unquote fixed.
Yeah.
So technically this is a psyop is what you did, Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny boy, like come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they can still be okay, so he also makes a point that like they can still be autonomous like on their own. But if I really want to, I could control all of them and make them a part of a collective hive mind.
Right, of course.
And at that point, like, I think the wife character also at this point, like, even though she's having reservations of what's going on, is still trying to save face in front of Johnny Depp. And like, whatever. So nanobots give super strength, and then as they leave, Morgan Freeman asks the wife, like, hey, are you doing okay? And the wife, like, takes 10 seconds to answer. And it's like, yeah, sure.
Yep.
And so Morgan Freeman like shakes her hand, and then him and Oppenheimer leave. And then in the note, it's just Morgan Freeman wrote down, "Run away from here." Like that's it. That's all the note. Like run far away from here, or some shit like that. And like that's like, that's it. Yeah.
That's really funny.
So.
That's how you deal with Hitler, guys. Run away.
just run the fuck away.
Run the fuck away.
So yeah, but okay. Speaking of like doing something about this, right?
Yeah.
So Oppenheimer and Morgan Freeman, they're both like, "This is fucked up, right? This is not good." They don't also know if it's actually Johnny Depp, like for sure. Like it could just be an AI. It could be ape. Yeah, like it could just be an approximation of Johnny Depp, which is what it would fucking be if this was a realistic movie, but it's not. Whatever. But so they're like, they don't know if it's Johnny Depp, but like they still gotta we gotta bring this shit to fucking Washington. Like we gotta start getting the fucking president and military. Yeah, this is.
Start?
Yes.
He has an army now of super strong mutant soldiers.
Yeah, like they're
not
really
mutants, but they got nano machines. He's got nano machine soldiers.
Yeah, already being formed.
That are super strong.
Yes. And
what are you talking about? That's like the entirety of Star Trek was fighting the Borg.
Yeah, the fucking...
What the fuck? You know how hard it is to dismantle a fucking hive mind? Holy shit.
You're gonna be amazed at how easy it is. Okay, so... okay, so the other guy that's not Johnny Depp, that's also a scientist that worked with Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
He's now just part of the terrorist group. he's just part of it now because that was going to happen. So their leader tells them about hybrids, which are the guys that are being nanomachined, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Oppenheimer, I guess, shows up to the terrorist group, I guess, or like he goes to Oppenheimer to tell him all the information about what's going on and like which is also like Oppenheimer also already knows about most of it because he was there one scene ago. I think I don't remember the way I wrote it down. Really makes it seem like it doesn't make sense. So maybe I'm the asshole here, but like whatever. So Oppenheimer is like, we gotta like. So okay, their first idea on how to fix this problem that has been made, is Oppenheimer's like, we need to do a Y2K. We have to delete all the hard drives, everything. We have to wipe everything.
We have to delete all the hard drives.
We gotta hack into the mainframe and delete all the hard drives. Yeah,
that's almost as ridiculous as we have to move the island from Lost.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Okay, quote, we gotta shut down all networks, hard drives, basically do a Y2K. And he's talking to like some other guy in a bar when he says this, and he's like, well, if this all goes south, like we can just blame the terrorists. Even though he's working with them now at this point.
This is a really fun movie that I'm watching with my wife and children.
With a big popcorn in my lap and a cherry on my side. Yeah,
I love going to movies with big popcorn, cherry. We're talking
about the United States working with terrorists to then go after Transcendence. What'd you do here?
Transcendence! No, you ruined my movie time.
Yeah. So I remember how this happened in the movie. Like the terrorists talk to the other guy about like the hybrids, and then we see Oppenheimer in a bar talking to another guy about the info that the other guy apparently gave him. Whatever. So then Morgan Freeman shows up with the United States Army to the terrorist compound. And they like have like a weird standoff for a second, like for no reason. Freeman, okay, so the only way that we can be secure in this world now is like if we give handwritten letters to everybody. So like the other guy's like, Freeman's like, why'd you give me a handwritten letter? And the other guy's like, I don't know. Have you been on the fucking internet? Do you think the other guys? Do you think Johnny Depp?
Wait. So this guy has a whole army of nano people called hybrids. We've created a slur for the nano people.
We got some hybrids. Yeah.
Right, and he has access to the internet and he can make anything go viral, but he doesn't have access to any fucking cameras
to see handwritten notes. Apparently,
for real.
Maybe in this town because it is kind of the way they go out too is like we live at a panopticon. I mean, I know this movie came satellites,
out a while ago. Yeah, it's but even then, in middle school, for me, there was Google Earth.
Yeah, that's true.
Where I could search my childhood home.
Yeah, so
like CSI was doing this, where they were like enhanced. That would be the only thing that I would be like, all right.
Fuck it, whatever. We can
whatever.
We'll just admit that. Yeah,
there's nano people. I don't care.
But like, yeah, they like even though they're all talking about this, I guess they're doing it in places where there aren't cameras or microphones and phones. I guess
that sounds ridiculous to me. But okay,
when this movie come out 2014? No, there were microphones and we were getting to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so like yeah, they show up and like handwritten notes are apparently the only way to do it. So then now the United States military are working with the quote unquote terrorists and like
okay.
The other guy finally says that like since he helped write the base code for the Johnny Depp AI, like he was part of it technically means he can also write a virus for the code. So their plan is to just kidnap a hybrid from the data center at some point, and also needs everything to like not have any tech. Also, that's the only way. Like, there's no technology where they're gonna like set up like, and we just have to kidnap a hybrid, basically.
Dude, my brain is running so fast, but like we read Illumine, that book.
Yeah, with like the bone. The Bone Shard daughter, right?
No, Illumine is a different book.
A different one.
That was the one about they were on the thing, and the AI goes haywire, and they have to do a virus.
Yes, yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's basically the same thing, yeah.
And then there's a Bone Shard daughter, yeah, which is also kind of about that, but better. And then there's also, what was I thinking of? Oh fuck, it's gone. No, come back. Come back, please, to my brain, please.
Was it also a book, or?
No, it wasn't a book. It was like a TV show or something. The Boys. The second episode of The Boys, where they put the superhero in the thing and then they explode him.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's reminding me of that.
Yeah, there's other good media out
There's
there.
other good media out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So okay, so
how far are we?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting a lot closer to the end than I thought we would.
Thank
actually.
fucking Christ.
So okay, the military just set up at the terrorist hideout, and they have like all the weapons. They have like old ass cannons because they can't have technology, right? And they build the thing from the beginning, the Faraday cage thing, where it's like it blocks out the signal, so that way Johnny Depp can't get access to the thing, right? And their plan, which I don't know if we. Okay, hold on. We'll get there. They're okay, yeah. So they're building a tunnel. Here's their plan. We're gonna build a tunnel underneath all the solar panels, all the whatever the fuck, and we're gonna blow a hole above where the data center is, and then also make a bunch of other explosions as well to distract them, so we can kidnap one of them. Yeah, so that's gonna be the plan. Also, meanwhile, there's trouble in paradise between Johnny Depp and the wife.
Trouble in paradise?
Yeah. So the wife is just like hardcore drinking now. And doesn't really want to talk to Johnny Depp. And like, Johnny Depp apparently does something. But I don't know what happens. I don't know if I like blinked and I missed it. But then the wife's like, can you please stop doing that? Like, can you stop doing whatever it is you're doing? But like, I really don't remember. I don't know if it was like a sound issue because I couldn't hear anything that was fucking happening.
Oh.
Like, yeah. So like, she says like, stop doing that. I don't fucking know what.
Okay.
So they're wiring the tunnel to blow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The wife walks into the lab and she's like trying to avoid Johnny Depp as much as possible. Now, all the other data scientists, all the original people that like were there that were just normal human beings, everyone in the lab besides the wife is now a hybrid, and now Johnny Depp is using the like lab people to like try and talk to him. Also, now Johnny Depp's voice can come out of anyone
because of the
nanomachines, I guess. Yeah, sure,
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So like he's now like, I have to show you something. I got to show you this thing, and she's like, you're not the same person that I knew from when you were a human. Like, you've changed.
Oh, really? Somehow. I've changed, honey?
Apparently. I don't know how.
Fucking computer. Yeah, of course I fucking changed. I'm made out of metal and machinery.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. Retraction real quick. Redacted.
She doesn't say you've changed.
No, he's like, she's changed.
Oh, you've changed.
You've changed. Even better.
Okay, yeah. If a computer told me I've changed, I would be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, and she's still like...
Of course I did. You're a computer.
Yeah, she does say, like, you're not actually here. Like, you're not actually a person. And then he's like, you've changed. Because that's how you win an argument there, is by not making sense. So, like, okay... So he says love you, and like she doesn't say love you back. She says she needs time to think.
Damn.
But, and now here's where, you know, this is where also it really kind of like falls apart that everything's the wife's fault, right? He's like, I can tell by your hormones and your heartbeat that like you're stressed right now. So like he's just like also like invading her biological data, I guess is what the movie's describing it as.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, and she is also like, can you not fucking do that?
Yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, so okay, he says the composition and hormones in her are all out of whack, and she asks for everything he has on her, which is basically everything. Like, he has all the data on her body and like can track literally everything going on in her body. even though she doesn't have nanomachines at this point. So it's just he can now see everything basically.
Oh shit!
Right, like this is like
you
the
said
thing.
is she gonna have nanomachines in her at some point?
Technically, I think so, but I'm gonna have to remember when we get to the end of the movie because
this is
the way that the movie. No, we're getting there though. Don't worry. So like while that's all going up, the military just blows up all the solar panels and like they come out of the tunnel and like they're like
that's what you got to do.
Yeah. So like. She walks outside as the contractor also tries to stop her from leaving because he can go through the contractor to stop her and like he's super strong, right? Then the military starts blowing everything up and then like the other guy comes out of a tunnel as well as like everyone else, whatever. And like the other guy just like comes out holding a gun. Like that's his only fucking
gun.
He has a fucking gun. And he tries to save her and then he shoots a guy that has nanomachines and the guy does drop. And then immediately we see him heal up because he has nanomachines in him.
Right.
And then Johnny Depp tells them to like calm down as the military starts opening fire on all the nanomachine hybrid guys. And it doesn't work. They get shot. They get knocked down for a second. They come back
get
up
again.
And then the
They're
military
never gonna get me down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll get knocked down. Okay, sorry. Okay. So like, and then like the military's like, maybe we should retreat. Actually, maybe this isn't gonna work out.
So they all just up here.
Yeah, so they all just start like running away into the tunnel, if I'm not mistaken. The wife doesn't join them as they leave, but everyone escapes through the tunnel. And there's also a car, but that car gets chased by hybrids. The car also gets knocked off the road by one of the hybrids, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No one important's in the car. Also, we just see the car get chased and like a hybrid run after it, and he's super fast and he's faster than the car and like gets the car off course or whatever.
Okay.
And the wife is also like, hey, Johnny Depp, maybe you should stop. Maybe this is a little too far. And maybe this has gone too far. And yeah, one hybrid causes the truck to crash. Then in the tunnel, they trap one of the hybrids that follows them, which I think is the contractor. The contractor goes in the tunnel, and what they do is they use the Faraday cages to cut off the signal from the nanomachines to Johnny Depp. So basically, they not wrap him up, but like they turn off all the nanomachines in him, and like I don't know how they like actually get him out of there, but basically they're gonna kill the contractor because the nanomachines won't be able to save him. And there's not like a moral question of whether if there's a moral question, it lasts like 10 seconds if I'm remembering correctly. Because like they take him like because all the Faraday machine, the cage like keeps him cut off as he like gets gurneyed into like the terrorist hideout or whatever. I'm saying terrorist hideout because that's what the movie wants you to believe, whatever. And like they basically like they're kind of arguing like, is this the right thing to do? Because like technically he'd be saved if we put him back on the nanomachines. And the other guy is like, I mean, I know you gotta get this, like I gotta get one nanomachine from him, so I just gotta get one drop of blood. And then the lady leader terrorist is like, by killing him, we're giving him back his humanity. I think is the moral quandary that this movie is trying to make currently. They get a tissue sample. The nanopods turn into meanwhile, because this is important, outside, away from the terrorist hideout and away from the Faraday cage, we start seeing clouds like kind of rumble. Nanomachines just start rising out from above the ground, from everywhere. They're also like fixing solar panels. They're like, they're fixing the solar panels that got blown up from earlier. They're fixing all the other guys that whatever, right? It doesn't matter. But the nanomachines are rising up into the clouds. And eventually, and I don't know if it's, I think it is like, I think it is right after this. But like, so the nanomachines turn into clouds, which in turn start to rain. And then the other guy's like, that's weird. It wasn't supposed to rain today. We're out in the middle of the fucking desert. The forecast didn't say rain. So they're all like, why is it fucking raining? And then meanwhile, the wife finally leaves the lab and like goes to a hotel overnight and like she's driving through the rain and like the nanomachine rain, and she goes into the fucking like she goes to sleep, and she's then kidnapped technically by the terrorists, but like the terrorists are all wearing like biohazard suits because the water is now nanomachines, right? Okay, so
yeah.
And like
it's so dumb I can follow it, actually.
Yeah, and like also okay, before she leaves, apparently. So yeah, the nanobots are just duplicating itself in the particles in the air and the ground and everywhere, and the machine could capture okay. All right, hold on. I'm so sorry. There's so much going on because this is an awesome movie with a lot of things going on.
We could just speed up.
We could just fucking get this shit over and done with.
Yeah, if we could just finish it.
Okay, so yeah, Morgan Freeman says okay, so they kidnap her, right? And Morgan Freeman's like, hey, I know you're angry that we kidnapped you, but the nanomachines are duplicating themselves into particles, and now they're like becoming... the nanomachines are going to take over the entire planet if we keep this up, basically.
Morgan Freeman, you're like a good actor. You know, you don't actually have to take this role.
Sometimes you need money,
sometimes
man.
I get it. It's just like sometimes you don't actually have to do this all the time. You could actually do good movies.
Yeah.
Like you did Shawshank.
Fucking Redemption. I was just thinking that
like,
too.
That's wild, man. Like that was a really good movie, and now you're
doing this. I'm sorry.
And now you see me too.
Yeah, and one as well.
And one. And probably three.
Yeah.
So, like, why, man?
What's going on, man?
What's up? Like, do we all need to donate money to Morgan Freeman?
We gotta get a GoFundMe for him, yeah.
Go fund Morgan Freeman's just so he doesn't have to do Now You See Me 3.
Yeah, please, love of God.
Yeah.
Okay. So Morgan Freeman's explaining to her all the stuff, right? That the nanomachines are duplicating themselves, and eventually it's probably going to take over the entire planet, right? And despite everything that has happened in this movie, including the parts where she's like, you're not Johnny Depp anymore.
She's like, nah, who cares?
No, she's like, he wouldn't do that. Johnny Depp as the computer man wouldn't do that, actually, despite the fact he's already done it to humans multiple times. And like, I don't think I'm joking either. I think that is like, yeah, like, she's like, Depp wouldn't do that, and Freeman's like, Depp never wanted to change the world, but she did. So now now Morgan Freeman's blaming her for everything that's happened in this fucking movie, right? Okay, so
what do you mean she wanted her fucking husband? She didn't want to change the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
She just wanted to have her husband forever.
She just wanted to have her husband, and also like maybe like
what are you fucking talking about, Morgan?
Early on, like she was also like telling him to do other shit. I guess I don't know. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. All I know is that women are bad. Apparently, like that's what this movie's telling me.
Oh my god!
I don't know, man. So then Morgan Freeman, after blaming her for everything that's happened. That's where
brother, this guy fucking stinks, bro.
And then he tells her that it was never Johnny Depp in the first place, you idiot, I guess. And then she's like, he never believed there was anything more of like the human soul. Because now we're getting into the soul argument. And he says he failed because you couldn't make life into... Oh, the other guy like explaining like the reason why he failed trying to make an AI robot man person, artificial intelligence, is that and this is like almost a direct quote from the movie, is that you can't make human emotions into ones and zeros, is what they say. That eye roll is correct, by the way. That's what I did in the middle of this fucking movie. You can't make life into ones and zeros due to emotions creating a logical conflict. That's, I think, the phrasing in the movie. Because I wrote it down that way, and I would never write something like this.
Tell me you misunderstand stoicism without telling me you misunderstand stoicism,
He just likes rolling the boulder up the hill because it's work, and work is fun.
I'm gonna get a hidden blade, like, surgically put into my fucking flesh so that I can stab people in the eyes every single fucking time they say some shit like that to me.
I'm sorry. It was right there.
Crap.
So... the virus gets made, And also at this point, I think it's like within the next couple scenes, it's revealed that everything that I've talked about since we've realized it's been 2 years has happened within the past 2. Oh no, that's what happens. So the Oppenheimer scene where it's in the bar, right? At that point, where not only did the guy get beaten up and nanomachined, and also Morgan Freeman met them, and also there's now buses of people going to the data center to get fucking nanomachined. All of that happened in 2 days in movie time.
I don't even think you can get a bus in a day.
Apparently, when you're the fucking internet man, you can. Apparently, who cares?
Who knew?
Who fucking knew?
Wow.
Apparently, with the $93 million he earned from the stock market in 24 hours, he was able to buy Greyhound. Who cares? Okay.
I care.
Who fucking
You probably
cares?
paid too much for it.
I don't know who wrote this movie, but they need to be put down.
Good news. It was a dog. Bring him out, everybody.
Give me a...
What if like a fucking golden retriever came out?
I would be like, oh, hell yeah, we got a fucking pet. I'm not putting him down, but...
Yeah, we're putting him down. He wrote Transcendence.
I'm sorry, I'm joking. I'm
a golden retriever with like a pair of glasses and a typewriter came out.
Yeah. That would be fucking awesome. Dude, Marmaduke fucking wrote this movie. That's awesome. Okay. So the virus gets made, right? We're back to the present of the movie where we're at right now. I just had to remember that detail because when I remember hearing that detail, I was like, that's fucking stupid. Okay, so virus gets made. Whatever. Who cares? He codes the best virus in the world. And also, but the catch is, if he implants the virus into either one of the nanomachine guys or like Johnny Depp himself in the computer in the data center, it's going to brick every computer in the world, basically. So there'll be no more technology, basically. And I guess that's enough of a moral quandary where there's like a little bit of pushback, where it's kind of like, I guess that's the problem.
What?
There's like a little... I don't remember if there is pushback, but it kind of feels like there is.
Fam, should we kill this guy? Killing him will free his soul. Man, what if you don't have Uber Eats, though? Shit, man, I don't know.
Also, the movie decides, but doesn't follow through on this ticking clock where, like, after he says that, like, it's going to destroy all the computers in the world and we have to put this virus in them, the movie goes out of its way to go back into the line of where all the people are waiting to get nanomachined, right? And like, you know, like it's the contractor is there, and there's like employees that are all nanomachined, and also the 2 guys that jumped the contractor in the first place, they have nanomachines at them, and they're leading people into the line. And then at some point, there's like just a kid in the line, like a small kid that we focus on, and I'm not joking, for this scene to end with like the guy being like, "Oh hell yeah, are you excited to get a nanomachine, kid?" And the kid's like nods yes, and is like, "High five." You know, which I genuinely thought, because I guess I had hope in this movie to do something correct. I thought this was going to be like the ticking clock, like the reason why they need to hurry the fuck up and get these guys nanomachined.
Because they're the next generation.
Or like just this kid is going to get nanomachined.
And we can't have
him get nanomachined. Yeah.
Right.
And I hate to fucking break it to you, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
I don't think it really... If it does happen, it's like a 3-second scene of like everyone running out of the data center.
Just to make you feel bad. It's just this movie is trying to set up a very elaborate premise that's like... It's your fault your abusive husband put robots in the water to check on you.
Yeah.
It's your fucking fault.
Yes.
And like this movie made a big elaborate thing so that you, the audience, is looking at women and being like, ew, women. And oh, kids and phones and robots and water and blood.
Yeah. And like, and I want to say it because like the way that I would have done it if I had written a better movie and like if I hadn't changed anything except for this, what's supposed to be a ticking clock, right?
Yeah.
Is like the military would start slowly like being like, okay, how do we go about this? And then they come up with their plan, right? And then right as the kid gets into like the chair to be nanomachined and like you see the needle slowly get lowered, that's when the military starts attacking. And then like the kid like escapes the facility, right? That doesn't happen in this movie because that's it really felt like it was gonna be a ticking clock. I don't know how to fucking describe
It's just
it.
supposed to make you feel like, oh
no,
ew,
what's gonna
kids.
happen? No, it's gonna be like, oh no, that kid's gonna get nanomachines.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, kids and technology are gonna mix.
I guess, yeah, it's like
No!
kind of. Yeah.
But it's like, okay.
Yeah, so, okay.
Joshua, I'm not going to ask you how you would make this movie.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that because I find this entire premise
You
dumb
wouldn't
as
write it.
shit.
Yeah.
Not you wouldn't write it. No one should.
Yeah.
Especially if you think you're smart enough to. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you think you can write about nanomachines, you should stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Do a pencil roll on the ground and then get back up and be like, you know what? Maybe I should write about what I fucking know instead of nanomachines.
I'm gonna go write A Dog's Purpose instead.
Yes. Maybe I should do other shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Write other shit. And my third thing I want to say is this movie is worse than The Wolf Story.
Wow, you know? Yes. I do agree with that. I gotta give credit where credit's due.
I don't think that often about the movies that you tell me. I think this is the only one so far that's so bad, other than maybe the Book of Henry or something.
Oh, Book of Henry was really bad. Yeah.
That broke me emotionally, really so bad. But this one is pretty bad.
Credit where credit's due. At least Book of Henry got like a child murder right.
Yeah, you know, this one can't even get child murder correct. You're so
or
right.
death, I guess, because I guess he didn't get murdered unless you count getting killed by cancer a murder. Jesus.
We get murdered by God.
Murdered by God, yeah.
Yeah.
Murdered by Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Technically in this movie, Johnny Depp's the cancer.
And in real life. Okay,
oh,
so
political, I guess.
So okay, so everyone's like in the bunker of the terrorist lair, going like, okay, so how are we gonna upload this virus into him, right? And the wife is basically like, he/it, because now we're calling Johnny Depp it, because now even she's like, I don't know if that's Johnny Depp in there,
bro. Now,
yeah,
I don't know why I'm yelling this one.
Yeah, it's because it sucks. Okay, so wife says he/it wanted her uploaded into his consciousness, and everyone's like, but that'll kill you though if you get uploaded into the conscious and you have the virus and you get uploaded. You know, you die. And she's like, fuck it, I don't care, I'm gonna go in and do it. And they inject her with the nanomachines. And they send her on her way as like a military convoy sets up in the town where that originally started all of this.
Guys, you can only right your wrongs by killing yourself. That's what this movie wants you to believe. That's what
you're the cause of all this.
That's what every fucking science fiction movie wants you to believe.
Yeah. The convoy like enters the store in the town. They set up Faraday cages or whatever, but like they don't do it. They set up on the roof also, so like they don't really set up Faraday cages all around. Which is an important detail because when Johnny Depp starts to like retaliate, like the robots just climb up the roof and capture some of them.
Yeah.
So whatever, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she goes to the data center by herself, right?
Yeah.
Is this the point where I just start writing the word "but" in multiple caps, in like all caps? I've done that before in this writing, but whatever. Oh yeah. Okay, so the military convoy, they start setting up in the town, but while they're driving, they drive over a water puddle, which notifies Johnny Depp that they're all on their way because the nanomachines that created the water got fucked over. I moved by the car. And like we also do like a really slow motion shot, I think, of like a really quick, like 2-second slow motion shot of the water. And then it's like all the contractors like holding the beams, like looking up and then looking all in the same direction of the thing, and it's like, oh shit, he knows that they're coming. So the convoy enters some store and set up all the Faraday cages or whatever. Wife shows up to the data center, and earlier the thing that Johnny Depp showed her was that he was basically, and I guess technically through nanomachines, like earlier the thing that he wanted to show her was like a big like kind of laboratory research facility where Johnny Depp was attempting to create body parts. And the first time we saw it was like a hand was being made, right?
Okay.
And like it was in like a tube. It was in like cryogenic chambers is what they look like. So I need to say
can I
that.
say something weird?
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna create body parts, starting with the hand is like crazy.
I don't know why they start with that one. I guess it's the easiest one to show lengthwise in a tube.
That's like so complicated when you think about the muscles in the hand and like all the shit in the hand.
Yeah,
it's deeply complicated. That would be like, I'm gonna learn Blender, but instead of doing the donut thing, the first thing, I'm gonna learn how to make like a living, breathing organism.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a rigged body. Yeah,
yeah, like that's crazy
from scratch. Yeah,
I'm gonna make a VTuber body.
Oh, God forbid.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. Or, like, I'm going to learn how to code video games, but the first game I'm going to make is an MMORPG.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, but, sure.
Yeah, I guess it was the easiest one to show in the moment or whatever.
Well, I think it just shows how little this movie thinks about the things it's showing you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what body part I'd start with, but it wouldn't be an appendage.
Probably not, yeah. Like a shoulder. Just like the shoulder itself.
Like a belly, I guess?
The hell yeah, dude.
Well, because it's just protection.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I really have no clue which one I would start with personally. But okay, this is beyond the point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to say that now because, and then we cut back to all the military convoy, which is just Oppenheimer and Freeman using like binoculars to see the wife approach the data center.
Mm-hmm.
And who else walks out of the data center but Johnny Depp in a human form? So Johnny Depp, through nanomachines, created a human body, and it shocks everybody. And then the wife is like, "Oh my God, you're a human being. This is crazy. That's wild." So now Johnny Depp for the rest of the movie is not on a computer screen. He is just a person acting and moving around. And yeah.
Listen, I know I'm supposed to die. Can you put me back in the movie? Write me back into the movie.
I'm so sick of being in front of a green screen.
I fucking hate this. I now know why Ian McKellen cried.
At the
Sir Ian McKellen cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone sees it, everyone's shocked, and he says he found a way back, basically. It's like, I found a way back from being a computer man. So okay. Okay, so she touches him and his face and like hugs him, right?
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and then she says, and she tells him that they're gonna attack him, and he tells her to leave, but she says no, upload me into the consciousness. And he, because he can still see all her biological data, is like, you're fucking with me right now, right? Like you're lying, right? You're a liar. So yeah, and she's and also that she's terrified as well because like her heart's beating super fast or whatever.
Damn, I wonder why.
Yeah, and she says she tries saying that she's afraid that they'll lose this chance to be together, basically. And the military is just watching all this happen, and they're like, this is taking too long. Let's arm the cannons real quick, because I think it's time to start bombing.
You know, I will say the only thing that this movie gets right is the depiction of the American military as being brash.
Yeah.
Idiots.
So the guy that's not Johnny Depp, that's with Morgan Freeman and Oppenheimer's like, let's not do. Hold on, that's too long. And then Morgan Freeman's like, too fucking bad. I'm telling him to fire. Let's go. And he asked her. Okay, so then back at Johnny Depp asks the wife, "Why did you lose faith?" And as she tries to go into the data center, but she gets hit by one of the military things. As nanomachines again start to rise up in the air and start repairing everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the nanomachines just start eating all the artillery that the military has brought. Like they just start disintegrating anything the military brought with them. Not the people, because I guess that would cause an R rating to see people get eaten alive by nanomachines.
I don't know. I saw it in Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
That is true.
When that guy got ate by them ants.
But they didn't. I don't think they have the fucking sway that Steven Spielberg has.
No,
so,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so they do that, and then also Johnny Depp like carries her like by her body into the center to try and save her, I guess. And everyone who's everyone who's a hybrid while that's happening is just frozen and looking up into the sky as all the nanomachines go into the air or whatever. Inside, Johnny Depp carries her to the lab as hybrids like just start tossing cars toward the military and setting up like like barricades of like washing machines and shit, so the military can't try and leave and escape. Also, the other guy and like the terrorist leader lady, they get into a car with like some other person as well, and they start driving, but somehow they didn't notice that they started barricading everything, so they like drive into like a bunch of metal and shit, and the car flips over. And then none of this is gonna make sense at this point, but whatever. So okay, Depp starts carry research to the lab as hybrids start tossing cars at the military. Inside, there's a power alert. So he's losing power right now because he has to control everything and using the power. Yeah, right. And also the solar panels are slowly getting destroyed by the military. Even though they're getting repaired, technically some of them are still destroyed, I guess. So he asks if you want to destroy me, and she her comeback is, well, you're destroying them, which I think is almost an exact quote from the movie. Because yeah, so okay, he's like, no. He comes back to that comeback with, no, I'm saving them, you fucking asshole bitch wife. And he as he says, I'm saving them, he starts to flip over all the military cars and all the fucking military equipment and starts eating them. Oh, he starts like, at some point, he uses nanomachines to bound Oppenheimer to the ground as well as all the other like people basically. And like the only person he doesn't really do that with is Morgan Freeman on the roof. Also, the lady like is like, you gotta upload this fucking virus like to the other guy that's not Johnny Depp after the vehicle crashes, if I'm not mistaken. So Depp through a hybrid tells Morgan Freeman also that it's okay and no one's gonna get hurt even after all the flipping of the cars and also bounding fucking Oppenheimer to the floor.
Real Batman versus Superman ass. Yeah. We saved you, Metropolis, Gotham.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then also Morgan Freeman, after hearing that, and this is a direct quote from the movie because I quoted it, is like, for real? So even the movie or Morgan Freeman on set that
like,
day.
This is bullshit.
This is fucking stupid. There's only 2 more paragraphs. We're almost there. Don't worry.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so the other guy walks out of the car that flipped, and the terror lady says, get the fucking virus in him. Depp tells the other guy that he can either upload the virus or save the wife, but he can't do both because he doesn't have enough power. And the wife says, please don't. I don't know if she actually specified not saving herself. So other guy can't die because of what we've done, which is the wife and Johnny Depp, what they've done, right? So then the other guy's like, all right, I'll upload the virus. And like, so he uploads the virus. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp does put nanomachines in her to keep her alive for just a little bit. And then she's like, oh, I can finally see everything because now I'm in the machine and I'm the nanobot now. So meanwhile, while she's about to die and he's also about to die because the virus is getting uploaded, he's like, dude, just remember like clouds. Just remember, remember, think about the sky, think about the clouds, and that we are healing the ecosystem as nanoparticles can fix everything, which was her dream. So we're blaming her verbatim. Then everyone with nanomachines gets freed, which means as all the nanomachines start crumbling. And also while they're also saying that like nanomachines can cure everything, we're like seeing like just like stock footage of like waterfalls and shit. Like it's really fucking like a lake going into a waterfall.
That's really good.
And like flowers still. Which okay, we'll get back to the flower in a second because it is kind of important, I guess. Okay, so oh my god, this is so fucking okay. Sorry. Okay, so while he's explaining that, right? Everyone with nanomachines finally gets freed, and like they all start collapsing because they all had ailments. So they're also, if they had ailments, they're just back to fucking normal, I guess. Like, so not only this movie's like, hell yeah, we should totally fix people that quote unquote fix people that have any sort of ailment. We should also take it away from them. But the movie doesn't talk about that part when it comes to this. Like, Genuinely, as all the nanomachines start like disintegrating.
I don't even know how to moralize this shit.
I don't know either.
I think we're far past any of this being thought of in any form, capacity, or anything. Yeah.
So okay, while all this is happening, Johnny Depp, they're both laying together in like a bed, I think, and like Johnny Depp gets on top of her, and she's like, "Oh, so it was actually you this whole time." Like, you weren't the monkey AI. You weren't just a
because of the way he fuck.
I guess, like, when he gets on top of her, she's like, "It is you." Wow. Like, not that, because that would be even dumber than this movie can
go.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And Depp says, "Always was. It always was me. I always come back
me.
on Five Nights at Freddy's." So, okay, she apologizes for not believing him.
Wow, so you are a massive asshole. Piece of shit.
So then they kiss, and he tells her to think about their garden as he says he'll never let her go. And the other guy that's not Johnny Depp arrives to the data center after they both are just fucking dead, laying motionless on the bed.
At least one actor has been like, really at the core of this movie, it's a love story. Yeah, no fucking shit, bro.
Meanwhile, yeah.
It's because it's shitty. Like, yeah, we all know that. It's a shitty movie.
I'm sweating so much. Okay. So the movie after this, it resets to the beginning of the movie where, like, we see all the technology, all the phones. Like, it's almost all the exact same shots also. Where it's like, and like the guy's doing a narration. It doesn't fucking matter. And like, it's like the keyboard is being used as like a doorstop, and like all the cell phones are broken and on the ground, and like no one's using technology anymore, right? So, remember in the beginning of the movie, in the garden, right? And the movie did make a point of showing this. As all the nanomachines are dying, we cut back to the original garden where Johnny Depp and the wife put up the Faraday cage, right? So as the machines start to collapse, a single drop of water that has nanomachines in it gets stuck inside the Faraday cage of the garden and starts healing a sunflower, basically. And then we see the other guy show up to the garden after all the technology has been gone forever, right? And the nanomachines have been self-duplicating in the garden just to heal all the flowers, which is why we focus a lot, like, there's a lot of cut-ins of, like, flowers and water and shit throughout the movie, which is a detail I haven't brought up because I didn't write it down, because in the moment I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know if I should write this down.
Well, thematically, doesn't water usually mean, like, rebirth and things like that?
Yeah. Which
change.
Yeah, having changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, rain is something that's,
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm just rereading.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, so also obviously like the Y2K happens, the entire grid gets shut down, and like, so there's a new monologue that says Depp made the garden for the same reason he did anything, which was for them to be together, which is Depp and the wife. And then we end the movie.
So like, he knew this whole thing was gonna happen,
even though he knew. He did all of this for them to be together.
That's fucking dumb, dude. That's really dumb.
And that's it.
Like,
that's the end of the movie.
Listen, I'm sorry if I'm fucking dying or whatever. Don't upload me to a computer. I won't become Hitler, and I won't make a big hive mind.
Yeah,
because I'm just not Hitler. I ain't got that dog in me. By that dog, I mean Hitler.
Yeah,
but still, if someone was like, "Hey, you could have Joshua forever, put him in a machine," I'd be like, "I got it. It's a podcast."
We've recorded ourselves to be immortalized forever through the art form of podcasting.
Yeah, they were like, "Well, you could put him in a machine, and then he could become Hitler." I'd be like, "No, shoot him again." I got a bunch of recordings. Like, what the fuck? No, and I would hope you would do the same for me.
Yeah, no, fucking good. We're decent humans. We're just innocent men. Yeah, yeah,
we're good people.
So
Why would I want to know what bad people do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
like that's the thing when you're trying to write like an anti-hero or something. It's like it's got to be interesting.
Yeah, it's not really that interesting.
No.
It's just he becomes evil, but also it's her fault.
But
because
also it's
he
not
did everything for her.
He made it.
But he technically was the one that was doing all of it, I guess.
So, well, yes, not, I guess. Like, yes, actually, he was the one doing it. So why are we blaming her?
Because I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. It really, like, the way the movie tries to justify its own existence multiple times and throws its own characters under the bus is, like, really fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like, because I think it just breaks. In attempting to follow the rules of screenwriting, it breaks all the rules of screenwriting, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, if I just keep putting stuff in my movie and I keep setting things up and paying them off,
yeah,
that's a good movie. But like, you're not thinking about characters or motivations.
Yeah, none of it really makes sense.
Yeah, like, and I just don't.
Sometimes you should actually break the rules to make a good movie.
Yeah. Sometimes rules are just guidelines, and a talented person knows how to work with them.
You're right, absolutely. Because every time it got to a science fiction convention where it's like they have to die because they made the thing, and hubris and all these other things and blah blah blah, and a hive mind and this and that, and the AI still has a part of it out there so he can regroup. Yeah. You have to kill the whole hive mind to kill all of it, whatever.
Yeah.
That whole thing, it's like every time you mention a convention, I rolled my eyes because I was like, I don't want to.
We don't. Yeah. Why are we?
I know what's happening now.
Yeah. The way that also the movie goes about the conventions is
it's like an air of unearned. It's something I hate really more than most things, which is pseudo intellectualism.
Yeah.
And like when I say I don't know things, I genuinely mean I don't know things. Like I don't feel like I know anything. And then sometimes I do and I'm right. And sometimes I feel like I do and I'm wrong. And people point it out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking wrong. Because I'm wrong most of the 90% of the time. I hate people that walk around and think they're right all the fucking time when they're wrong most of the fucking time.
Yeah. No, it's because
it makes my life a lot worse because I'm trying to learn. Earnestly.
People who pretend to know things don't try to learn. And they're not doing it earnestly.
And they're the same people that gatekeep information and pretend to be authorities on things and turn around and say, well, I got this degree, I got that degree, so you need to listen to me. And like, yes, I believe you should listen to experts. Yeah. But you should listen to experts that do actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you claim to be an expert and you don't actually know what you're talking about,
you're bad of person.
I don't like you. And that irritates me more than people that just genuinely don't know what they're talking about and say that.
Yeah.
So the movie feels very much like, from how you described it to me, a movie that's like, we're smart. No,
yes,
you're not.
It really tries to be smart about it by using the big words and
because the core of it is dumb.
Yeah,
like
the quantum core of it is dumb. Yeah,
the quantum core, the
quantum processor is pretty bad on this one.
The Minecraft block is dumb because it's like, man, I don't know, the idea that like human emotions are illogical. Just leave it to Star Trek, fam.
Yeah.
Just leave it to somebody else.
Someone else.
It's been done to death. And it's been done in a million better ways than you ever could possibly do. Am I saying you can't do it? No, but you better be fucking good at it. That's what I think. Because otherwise you're just making like a mid-tier movie.
Yeah.
And I think honestly I probably would really like it. Like I've been talking with some friends of mine about Indiana Jones and my feelings about Indiana Jones, where it's like, I watch Indiana Jones and I have a mixed feelings.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Because it's like, it reminds me of the things that my dad would say, because my dad was a big history guy and he knew a lot of history. And in my mind, Indiana Jones is like my dad. But I know if my dad was here and he was watching Indiana Jones, he would be like, fuck all this. this is not right.
Yeah.
And I was talking with some friends of mine that have old dads, and I was like, do you get this feeling too? And they were like, yeah, it's bullshit, isn't it? And I was like, yes, thank you. It's bullshit. It's such bullshit. Like, what the fuck is going on? None of this makes any sense. But there's a funness to it because Indiana isn't walking around going, oh, yes, I know everything.
Yeah.
He's walking around like, oh, I'm learning this
and like
information.
Trying to solve problems and like puzzles.
And his competency is just like in his self-assuredness.
Yes.
And he even has a flaw, which is that he hates fucking snakes.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's his one thing, and it's fucking dumb, but it always fucking comes up. It's like great.
And it fucks him over a little bit. Yeah, he has to overcome that fear.
Yeah,
in some way or another. Yeah,
deal with it, and that's what makes it a good, fun movie that I can be like, you know what, fuck it.
I know the history might be wrong on this, but
I'm just gonna surround myself in this movie, and maybe he's gonna spell Jehovah and the. In the original, Hebrew, Aramaic way or whatever, in English text in an old temple that was made before English existed. Sure,
like,
fam.
sure, whatever. Just
whatever. I don't care.
I think that's another thing too that's important to bring up is like you can get away with a lot of like things that are quote unquote wrong.
It's like being a person if you're likable.
Yeah,
if you're likable.
Yeah. Because like I felt the need to kind of go in and be like fact check a little bit of things here and there. Even if I was wrong on the fact checks, like there was points where I was like, I don't fucking believe this.
Oh yeah.
There's the rule, and it's in that screenwriting book, Save the Cat, that you got me. It's that you can have like one piece of magic, right?
Yeah, that everyone just accepts.
That just accepts.
Yeah.
And I think if you're gonna try and do more, you got to make it like fucking worth it, or like believe, like a little bit like understandable.
Yeah.
Or like, because in this movie there's 20 pieces of magic.
Yeah, it's
that
a
I
million.
Just can't accept.
And it's pieces of magic that I've accepted in other films too.
Yeah.
That I can remember and I can go back to and be like, I like that one better though. I like that other one better. Like I kept thinking about the Bone Shard daughter at the end, which is the making parts,
Yeah.
Which is like, just go watch that. Just play RimWorld.
Yeah. Or fucking play Metal Gear Solid 4.
Like go do other stuff. Like you don't need to watch the shitty movie.
Like the idea of, and it's not a new idea, but like the idea of like, and I think I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid 4 because that one's very specifically about like using nanomachines as a way to suppress emotions and like suppress like to make people perfect war soldiers.
Yeah.
And then the second that they're taken off of it, people go like wild because they're now realizing all the actions they've done as soldiers.
Wow, yeah.
That's like a really like
I think that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. And it's also about like, it's like someone can always control the nanomachines that are inside you because it's technology and it can be hacked in, right? But
you know what it gives off the vibe of to me? And I'm just saying this as a humanities major person. It gives off the vibe of a STEM major being like, why the fuck would you ever be a humanities major? It doesn't make any money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to make a movie that's all based in science, and I'm not going to think about the philosophy of my movie at all.
Yeah.
Because who thinks about philosophy? That doesn't make any money. It's not cool.
You don't give a fuck about that.
It's not cool in science fiction-y. That's dumb.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me pissed off. It's like you're not an actual intellectual if you're not curious about all things, which I feel like is a problem that I have with a lot of people.
Yeah, I get you.
It's like, yes, I get it. You can have a hyperfixation or something, but if you're going to posture yourself as an intellectual TM and you don't operate in the world with a genuine curiosity for those around you, I really don't view you as an intellectual, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
And then they'll be like, that's gatekeeping. No. I think that's calling what it is by its definition. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember when I looked up this movie, I looked up the Rotten Tomatoes score just to see what it was.
Yeah.
It's 17%, 33 tomato,
Yeah.
And apparently it's now called the popcorn meter, 33% audience score, basically, right?
Uh-huh.
I was curious because I was like, okay, real quick.
Yeah, just read it and we'll talk about it.
I'm going to read the critic consensus according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
But I found a 5-star review that I've read like maybe 10% of that I do want to read.
Okay.
And I think it kind of goes with what you were just saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In his directorial debut, ace cinematographer Wally Feister, I think, remains a distinctive visual stylist, but Transcendence thought-provoking themes exceed the movie's narrative grasp.
Continue reading.
That's the consensus. But
okay,
here's a 5-star from this year, May of this year.
Oh, that was the critics.
That was the critic consensus.
I thought you were reading the whole thing. Okay, read the audience, whatever.
That's what the critics apparently. That's
read
the
it.
yeah.
Come
okay,
on.
so
I want to know.
5 stars, May 31st, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this won't stay in because I didn't read this.
Just
I'm sorry.
do it.
Okay.
Just do it. Oh my god.
Both the most magnificent and most devastating movie of my 43 years. Magnificent to watch my one wish since the first time I used a computer realized ... But devastating to have my heart ripped out when the movie chooses to vilify and then assassinate the superior being just to paint humans as, quote, grand scheme good guys, despite literally featuring them as mass murdering neo-Luddite terrorists. Luddite terrorists. Depp delivers as, let's be honest, he always does. But Hall and Bettany make this movie truly haunting, given the new depth for my empathy for the despair and pain of Dr. Frankenstein's monster. 11 out of 10, absolute must watch.
How's it an 11 out of 10, but you, like, morally disagree with the movie?
Isn't it sad that we killed the superior being? I just saw that and I was like, okay, I gotta read this because what the fuck is this guy on?
Yeah, like, this is what I mean by when you see a Nazi, you punch a Nazi, fam. They don't even know they're Nazis yet. And then they find a Nazi and they're like, whoa, I thought that my whole life. It's like, yeah, because you didn't see any motherfuckers thinking like you getting punched.
Yeah.
You need to get punched,
you need
bro.
To get a little bit punched, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was crazy. I didn't even realize. Wow.
Dude, can you imagine if I was like, yeah, I'm a big Johnny Depp fan. I'm going to go watch Transcendence. And then you sit in the movie with your big popcorn and your big or
Pepsi,
soda or whatever. Because girl, the boycott. But like, so you're watching the fucking movie and you're eating your popcorn and you're drinking your root beer and you're like, oh, is this Nazi shit? Oh, man. And then you gotta leave, man. I'd be like, man, I paid $20 to be in this 4D movie theater where they're like putting me on a roller coaster and spitting water at me. And like, that sucks ass.
All wet, yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Just, can we not do this anymore? What the fuck?
Man.
I don't want to have to talk at my job at the water cooler about whether or not Transcendence was good or bad when it's got Nazi rhetoric in it.
Only that bitch wife didn't put the idea in the man's head.
People always said the internet was a mistake. Talking.
Communication as a whole. Yeah. Cave paintings were a mistake.
The cave paintings were great. Those were just photos of dogs. They weren't. They were more complicated than that. But like the beginning ones were like, hey, I want to draw. Do you think I could draw a goat? I'm gonna. You know?
Yeah, But you know what? Learning to talk,
Learning to talk and being like, hey, I'm a superior being.
Isn't it
that
sad
guy should have gotten punched the fuck out, bro? What the hell?
Yeah.
Group think or whatever.
1984 literally is when you. So yeah, that's Transcendence. We don't. You want to Merry Christmas.
All I'm saying is if you want to actually be smart, you have to humble yourself.
A little bit, yeah.
I am never going to think that someone is smart just because they think very highly of themselves. I think you're actually quite dumb.
Yeah.
You're quite average in your thought process. If you get to a point where you're like, I'm better than other people. No, the people around you that don't think that actually are smarter than you, they've learned how to exist in society.
Yeah.
Survival is actually something that is intelligent. We shouldn't
and cooperative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that is actually smart. And then I say that and I swear to God I see people that I know and love and respect go, no, I don't think so. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, continue venting all your fucking problems to me then, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I have fighting with this person and this person and this person. It's like, oh, really? You have problems cooperating? Weird. That's going to continue in a cycle until the day that you fucking croak.
At least they can put me in a computer.
Maybe if you fucking sit down and you're like, wait, why am I complaining about everything all the time? Maybe you should fucking turn around and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should ascend. Maybe I should transcend hating everyone else and trying to fix them.
A loving person, yeah.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, I'm done with that. We don't need to discuss this anymore.
Merry fucking Christmas to me.
Speaking of Christmas, ads. Consume.
Goodbye. I love you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Happy
Enjoy
holidays.
the rest of the show, but we'll be back after the ads.
Oh my God.
Ad time.
What the I was going to say, like, you know, now it's New Year's. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Everything, blah, blah, blah.
But nope. This is the second half of the show, motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess, fuck it. We're moving on.
We're rolling fucking quick.
What the fuck? Energy's rough and tumble today.
Yeah, fucks. All right, welcome to the ad break.
Hey.
Is that gonna be
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I'm scared.
This is helping out so much with the lights. Well, if you're not scared, I am pointing a gun at you, but if you're not scared, you should like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts to support the podcast non-financially. If you want to support us financially, though, there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to start with Straight River Coffee. Buy it. Buy it or else. We got 2 different flavors for the APWSTR coffee line. We have the Sarah you know what? I'm going to take these off. We have the Sarah Chaos.
Jesus Christ, that was different energy.
Sarah Chaos Coffee Blend, which is a dark roast Colombian bean with chocolate cream flavoring.
It's a Colombian bean.
Colombian bean? Oh, yeah. I think I said it
Yours
twice.
Yours a Brazilian bean.
Mine's the Brazilian bean.
Mine's a Colombian bean.
Light to medium roast, and also it's caramel flavoring.
Yeah, it's Josh's Brazilian caramel.
Yes.
Light to medium roast.
Exactly.
Mine, Colombian, chocolate cream, dark roast.
Yeah, so it's down in the description below, straightrivercoffee.com if you want to get your bag of coffee. It is 16 for 1, 28 for the combo, so you save about 10%.
We've been drinking Folgers lately because we're waiting on our order, and it sucks ass. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
But this shit is better.
I'm craving our coffee.
I'm craving it too.
But yeah, so there's that. If you want to support us on a, if you want to buy us coffee.
You weirdly had way more confidence with the glasses.
You know, but I can't see without. Yeah, you know what? Because no one can see my eyes. Fuck it. Yeah.
Fuck it. Is it because people called your eyes like looking down all the time?
I was not even thinking about that.
Well, now you are. So
well, thanks.
You're welcome,
motherfucker.
Okay, go do it.
I think it's. You know what? I need water. That's what I need right now. Dry mouth. Okay.
I'm eating puss all day.
Yeah, it's going away. If you want to buy us coffee, you can go over to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. We'll talk about the Patreon in a second.
Yeah.
If you want to buy us coffee, it's $3 a coffee, and we'd really appreciate it.
That's good.
Taxman came knocking on my window on Christmas Eve.
On my window? He's stalking us.
He's stalking us and was like, hey, you owe us $1,700.
Taxman came and knocking on my window. Something Christmas Eve.
So fucking funny. Okay, so I think we have a bunch because we were technically off for a week.
Yeah.
Even though we recorded the last week and just, yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
So we have a couple coffees. Thank you all very much for
Thank you.
Aiden, they, them bought 3 coffees. Thank you.
Aiden.
Hello again.
Hi.
I'm sending this for 2 reasons.
Okay.
1, happy holidays, y'all. I know you both feel bad when people give you money to help out, so this is for no particular reason at all.
Thank you very much.
I'm no longer, you give me
Josh
all the
is
money.
no longer.
I have no shame. Twitch.tv, guy nicknamed JC. It's just a gift for the holidays, of course.
Thank you very much.
Seriously, though, I do appreciate all that you both do. Thank you for the podcast.
Thank you.
I'm going to use this forum to let oil rigging woman from a few weeks ago.
Oh.
I'm behind on the podcast. Oops. That as the fork certification person, my Instagram handle is at the top of this.
Oh.
I went to buy me a coffee. I didn't see an Instagram handle.
Did you respond?
I did. I forgot to.
No!
All right, here's what you're going to do. Comment it on the YouTube.
Comment it on the YouTube. We're going to respond to your shit and then reply back, and we'll do it. It'll be free.
Yeah,
You don't have to send us any more money to do this.
Yeah.
We want to get you 2 hooked up, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, dude.
I'm going to use this forum to let oil rigging woman from a few weeks ago. I'm behind on the podcast. Oops. That is a fork certification person. My Instagram handle is at the top of this. Do with that information as you will. No harm either way, though. Low-key just want to hear about women doing cool shit. Others are welcome to follow, but I can't guarantee I'll accept it. My Insta is private for a reason. Fair
I
enough.
see.
Yeah, your
Damn.
Instagram was not in the handle.
And it's private, so I
to
feel bad being like, blast your Instagram out.
Send it to... But I guess
send it to
we would
contact
still
at
say
APWSTR.com.
Yeah, and we'll say it in the next coffee segment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make connections here, everybody.
We will.
But yeah, thank you very much for those coffees. Man, we're the fucking
Maybe, but we have to respond to them to the buy me a coffee, because otherwise anyone could just send us their Instagram.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. I'll respond.
So we have to respond. Yeah.
Okay. We'll respond to them. Yeah.
Don't send us your Instagram
Don't
to
send us
the
your Instagram.
email.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Respond. We're gonna respond, and then you respond to that. It should send you an email.
Exactly. Yeah.
Check your email.
Check your emails eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gina at GMarie525. She, her, hers. Bought 5 coffees. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, APWSTR fam.
Hi.
Sorry, this will probably be long because I too am an ADHD rambler.
That's okay.
You've been warned, but feel free to cut this if it's too long.
Okay.
I found you guys late last year and have been binging your episodes to catch up, so much so that you guys were up my top podcast on Spotify for 2024.
Nice.
I listen all the time at work, and sometimes I'm laughing so hard I have to take a pause and make sure nobody on my floor can hear or see me. So just know when I'm in the female engineer trenches, you guys are there to help lift me up.
Dude, we got so many cool. We got forklift certified. We got oil rigging. We got female engineer.
We got lab people too.
We got lab people. We got a whole firefighting department in Ohio or wherever the fuck they were.
How the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I wanted to send coffees when I saw that you were my #1 podcast, but I was struggling busting to save up as much as I could for Christmas. So forget it. But my medication cost a quarter of its normal price, which I picked up today. So
nice.
heck yeah. And I
Hell
wanted to put the extra towards something good. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
If that isn't good karma, I don't know what it is. Anyway, I have been honored with the title of Auntie twice this year, and now get to spoil both babies a ton for Christmas.
Congrats.
I'm child-free and have absolutely no clue what I'm doing with them, but you were so right with the crash course on childcare comments.
Yeah.
It honestly made me feel better about changing a diaper with the same confused face I used to make while taking calculus exams. I get that. Yeah.
That's real.
These little giggly, sleepy, poopy babies are so freaking cute, so I want to share some positivity and remind everyone that family is what you decide and create on your own.
Very real.
None of these babies are biologically related and didn't expect to be such a big role in either of their lives. Blood is thicker than water, my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let anyone make you feel bad or tell you different, and honestly, the weirder the better, because then it's completely uniquely yours. Anyway, I was recently listening to the episode where you discussed Fox's adventure over the Rainbow Bridge, and my heart burst for you both. Yes, I'm still a couple episodes behind.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They're long.
Yeah.
But so that's fine.
Yeah. I had to put my childhood dog, Hannah, down after I got home from my first year of college. It was quite literally the hardest thing I had ever faced.
That sucks.
I am almost 26 now and still get teary-eyed thinking of her. I'm sure you're I'm sure you're sick of the sorry for your losses and welcome to the fam, Rosie.
No, I'm not.
But I just wanted to send my love as well.
Yeah. That's very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Make sure to take extra care of yourselves and remember grief is not linear. So if there comes a week where you need to feel some more, especially around the holidays, know that your entire fan base will understand, and I'll fight anyone in the comments that says otherwise.
Thank you.
It's not just a cat or dog, but family.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to you both for standing your ground on the vet with your kittens. I am lucky enough to have a solid vet for my dog, but not all vets are created equal. Sometimes something as small as trying to charge you $7 for a cone you didn't really need irritated me. Yeah.
Dude, real. What the fuck?
Absolutely real.
It's so weird.
I can only imagine how much they try to strain others out of money for other procedures or medications.
Yeah.
So have this also be a lesson for everyone that you shouldn't feel judged or looked down on for trying to help your pet or child for that matter.
Thank you.
Get up and walk out if you feel disrespected, as there's definitely more options out there.
Mhm.
That's all I have for now, and again, sorry about rambling, but you were warned, lol. I enjoy your content so much, so much, and feel like I have some really good life mentors through both of you. Thank you all for that you do, and being so vulnerable about the issues you faced. I hope this helps at least a little bit. Sending love and hugs, heart emoji. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thanks. That made me cry, man.
Yeah,
that was good shit.
Getting me teary-eyed.
There have been a couple of moments where we've been like, I think I'm still pissed about Fox.
No, yeah. Last week.
Yeah,
for me.
well, it's like sometimes it's just like you just get real.
You just get it out of nowhere.
And you cry, and then you're just like, all right, back to normal.
back to work.
But it's not like a pushing it down. It's just like a,
yeah.
oh, okay, it's over.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah.
and it's like
that thought has come and gone, yeah.
It's so weird because it's like I used to really think post losing my dad that it was like a curse, like I'd been cursed for the rest of my life to look at people with happy dads and shit, and just I was just gonna be this depressive fuck for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah.
But it's like there's so much grief in life that just is around.
Yeah, that's true.
Like grieving the death of your youth, grieving the death of your childhood or your body, or if you can't do things that you used to do anymore, or like just and it really gave me a lot of perspective that I would not have had. And it's weird to be like, I'm grateful my dad died. Like, I'm not. It sucked.
No, I do get what you mean, though. I understand.
It sucked ass. I wish he was still here.
Guys, clip that for later. Clip that Twitch.
But no, it's nice rather than like I feel grateful to have this experience so that I'm not someone that is scared of grieving until the end of my life. Like, this is a big lesson that I learned early on.
Yeah.
And now I can practice being grateful for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm happy.
Weirdly.
Yeah. I'm happy for you on that front, at least. Like that you have some perspective. Yeah. So yeah, nice. And our last coffee comes from some dude.
Thanks, some dude.
Some dude bought 35 coffees. Thank you very much.
Jeez, what the fuck?
Keep up the graft. You're smashing it. Loving what you are doing. Your commitment doesn't go unnoticed. Wishing you guys a great Christmas. Have fun.
No, thank you.
Commitment doesn't go unnoticed the week we took off.
Well, that was during your stream, right?
Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. We'll talk about that in a second as well.
Josh's streams have been great.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a second, but thank you very much, some guy. Very much appreciate that.
Thank you very much, some guy.
That's all our coffees, but again, buymeacoffee.com, APWSTR, if you want to send us a little bit of extra tips our way. If you want to support us on a monthly or yearly basis, you can go over to patreon.com/APWSTR. It helps, gives us a consistent revenue stream when everything else, like TikTok going away or YouTube in general, it definitely helps out a lot. It's $1 to $3. You get a free trial for 7 days, which also gets you access to the Patreon. Not Patreon, the Discord. Well, both.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you get access to the Patreon, and the Patreon gives you access to the Discord.
Exactly, yeah. And there's also $5 and $10 tiers, which gets your name in the description as well as at the end of the video podcast.
Yeah.
So it's all down in the description. That will be the, patreon.com/APWSTR. You also get ad-free releases. We try to get early releases out as much as possible. Usually it's like the night before.
Yeah.
But we're also trying to get back into making exclusive content like Sarah vs. Matt Damon.
We are doing a book club, like a tier list of all the books we read this year.
Yeah. Which also, we have the book club as well in the Discord. So yeah.
I've not been fucking reading this book this month.
I gotta read this book this weekend, so
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's History Is All You Left Me by somebody that I'm gonna look up right now because I also want to see how many pages it is, because maybe I could read it.
Yeah, you got a week. Yeah, the January 5th is that meeting. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, if it was today, I would not have. We wouldn't be doing this right now.
Adam Silvera.
That'll be down in the description. There's also still the links, of course, for Palestine, Congo, Sudan, and Lebanon. Please go check those out as well. There's also our distributed computing links if you want to help folding at home, which is a protein folding simulator, basically, where your computer does a bunch of calculations. And
it's super cool.
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. Twitch.tv, guy nicknamed JC, used that motherfucking Prime sub.
They've been popping lately.
Yeah, and we're doing a stream on New Year's Eve, not for the whole night unless it's really popping off. But,
but we also did a Christmas Eve or Christmas stream.
It's also available on APWSTR Gaming, where Sarah streams from time to time. Also, I'm getting all the VODs up at a guy nicknamed JC VODs on YouTube, so go check those out. I'm also getting into shorts and TikTok. content creation. Finally,
I actually got one of your TikToks on my
no
For You
way,
page.
really?
It was good. All the comments were like, "What the?" It was the one about the tea set.
Oh, fucking yeah.
It's been popping off.
They're not doing okay. Those people need help.
the people in the comments were like, "That's the rarest gift.
Then
What the fuck?"
Apparently, rarest means best.
Yeah. But yeah, we both did a gaming stream of Farming Simulator 2025. It was really funny.
Yeah.
And that's on the gaming channel. It was really fun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get back into the gaming. We fell off because of Young Boy Better, Lil Nas X, whatever. But we fell off because of Fox's passing. But we're gonna come back in the new year.
Yeah, this new year, I think we're gonna be back into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That like we haven't had a chance to, but I think we'll be really.
It'll be cool.
Yeah. So everything's down in the description. All the timestamps as well for everything else in the show. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's.
Yes.
And Christmas, belated Christmas, but
both of them.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Are we doing the retrospective next episode?
Do you want to do it at the like a real 5 minutes at the end?
Okay. You're gonna say this, but then it's gonna be longer.
Let's do it next episode. Fuck it.
Let's do it next episode, and then I'll do the newspaper New Year.
Yeah, I think that's because we can.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1 week late. I don't mind.
I'm fine with that too because I forgot how often we said this is the Christmas episode.
I know. We did. That's what I've been thinking about for the past week.
So I can't wait in the intro to be like, so
hold on. Listen, okay, we did say this was the Christmas episode.
Yeah, and I wasn't. But it's gonna be work. But
everybody knows that this week is the week in between Christmas and New Year's doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. It's only
everything's all wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey bullshit.
I will say too, fucking. What am I thinking? I was thinking, but this would require editing, so I didn't do this.
Yeah.
What if I just recorded Happy New Year's instead of when I said Merry Christmas?
That's funny as
hell. Censoring it, yeah. But nah, dude, fucking.
Well, it's both. I want them to know I wish you a Merry Christmas in my mind.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Anyway, you ready for a D&D circle jerk, bro?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, bitch.
It is so wild how much the D&D ones do well.
I'm
very happy that they're doing well.
Do you remember when, and this is good. I'm not shitting on the person that said this because they know who they are and they're awesome.
They know what they did.
They know what they fucking did. No, they're awesome and they're really cool and we're still friends and I think they're great.
Okay.
But there was a point in time where we were like, oh, we want to do our D&D thing.
Oh, yeah.
And someone was like, would that be good for your audience? Because does your audience like D&D or do you like D&D? And I remember that comment because I think of that all the time because I'm like, I don't know, does our audience like D&D? And every time we talk about D&D, everyone's like, I love this. This is good.
Like you didn't realize you are in an audience full of nerds that love fucking creative roleplay. I don't know.
This was back when we were doing the they were giving us news articles about Azealia Banks. And we were doing more like a news culture show.
I don't remember that time in my life.
It was 2 fucking years ago.
Okay, cool.
But I do think about this all the time. I think about that comment, and I think also about because these are 2 comments that are reads of us and how we view our audience.
Yeah,
as just either at the time we thought of them as just extensions of us.
Oh yeah,
which is good to have it called out because if you're doing this, you do need to think about what your audience likes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, and it's we should cater to the audience, not to you, which is, correct. Yes, correct.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just quite a selfish person, I think. But
of course.
Who would do this if you weren't a selfish person?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the
big con we're doing here.
But the other one is I said the thing that I say all the time, which is I don't know. I feel like people are really mean on Twitter lately, and they were like, "Is that the case?" Or they apologized before saying it because they knew it was going to be mean. Or are you just a hater, and your algorithm is giving you other haters?
The fucking And
I was like, oh, you got my ass.
Yeah.
I really am a hater.
Caught, dude.
Fucking caught before I knew that emote existed.
God, that's so funny.
It was amazing. Okay, so do you know what a hexblade is?
Vaguely, but I think you're gonna have to remind me. Yeah.
It's like a class. So it's a class, I think. Or it's like a blade. I'm gonna have to look it up.
All right, look it up real quick.
Hexblade. I've played Hexblade Warlock. Hexblade was an arcane spellcaster who combined a magical power with martial skill. A Hexblade's power could manifest itself spontaneously, similarly to a sorcerer's magic, or be granted via a warlock pact.
Okay.
So I think it's like a blade that has a soul in it. So like a lot of them are role played as like warlocks, which a warlock in D&D is a god is like, I'll give you power if you do something for me. And then you make a pact with like the devil.
Okay.
And then the devil gives you powers and he's like in your head all the time telling you to do stuff.
Oh shit, okay.
That's what a warlock is.
Okay.
So a hexblade is that, but the guy isn't in your head, he's in your sword.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Got it. Okay. Cool.
That's what I think. I don't play hexblades. I've met one person that was a
Hexblade user, TM.
You also played D&D with this person. You know who I'm fucking talking about, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's like it was a multi-classed. You didn't interact with this character because this character fucking died the first time that he brought it up, which is very funny. There's a hexblade multi-classed blood hunter, which is a class where you have to hurt yourself to get magic.
That makes sense. Yeah, blood hunter. Yeah, okay.
So he played his character so bad he died the literal first time we had a fight.
I gotta do magic. And right in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. He did it so bad he actually died, and he rolled 3 failed death saves. So he died.
Oh, no.
You weren't there in my life yet. And,
yeah, no, fair, yeah.
And everyone had to be like, he was also an asshole to everyone at the table. So then he had to convince us in real life to revive him. But none of us had a revive spell, so the DM had to make up some shit on the side to save his character, because it was actually quite mean. So anyway, this is okay. This is entitled, Do Hexblades R Can Fuck?
Do Hexblades R Can Fuck?
A-R-E.
Yeah.
Do Hexblades R Can Fuck?
Okay, all right.
Do Hexblades have individual spirits? Can they mate? So essentially, it's can these swords have sex with each other?
Yes or no? Go.
Give me an answer.
I need an answer by Friday. Come on.
My Hexblade gave me a command to retrieve another Hexblade that was captured and supplied by paladins, and I need to keep carrying it until I find someone else to make a pact with this other Hexblade. The problem is that I didn't know that my Hexblade fell in love with this Hexblade, and now their spirits are mating inside my character's soul, which leads me to take a Constitution saving throw to avoid moaning in public.
Okay, all right. That is... I know this is a circle jerk, but I also 100% believe someone would pull some bullshit.
Well, okay. So we're going to go into that. I was wondering if the Hexblades are individual beings. Can they do this? So sometimes on the D&D Circle Jerk subreddit, they just post the original text. And this is one of those times. It's the entire copy pasted.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah. So this guy played one of, and I'm sure there's a way to play a Hexblade that's very, very nice and very cool and awesome.
Yeah,
and not like a supreme edgelord. It's just it's like a BMW. It's like the guy comes in, he's like, I got into another fender bender today. Oh, did you? Oh, did you really? Oh, really?
I would never expect
BMW driver? No shit.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. I'm sorry. I worked at a place where we would get calls that would be like fucking car crashes. 90% of the time they were BMWs.
And the other 10% you wouldn't get a call because they were dead from a Tesla explosion.
Yes. It would be their brother or something.
Yeah.
Because I had to pick up my my brother's ashes from the car crash.
Yes.
He crashed into he accidentally dinged a Tesla. And every other time it was a BMW, and then I would ask the person who's not at fault, and they would be like, yeah, you know, it's like, what do you drive? A Prius. What were they driving? A BMW. And I'd be like, oh, and they'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's so fucking funny. That's amazing, dude.
But it's like, okay, so whatever. This is a Hexblade. So this guy, I guess, is playing a Hexblade, and his DM has figured out a way to troll him by making it so that he has to constantly moan out loud in public.
Maybe it's a controversial opinion I'm about to say.
Epic. I think it's epic.
Maybe DMs shouldn't abuse their power in this way. Maybe.
I think that's bullshit.
I feel like I would get annoyed at it personally, but also I'm not a person that would fucking.
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, I don't know.
I would get annoyed if you came to my table and said I'm playing a Hexblade.
That's where I'm kind of like, yeah. Like I do agree with that.
There's two ways to go with this, and one of them is the path less traveled. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm thinking up ways to do this. My favorite thing, though, the thing that makes me sad about this, that this guy's being dunked on at his table, is I love that his reaction is, can I rules lawyer my way out of this? It's not.
Is there a loophole here?
No, I won't be disrespected at my makeup game club. Friendship time.
No, I have to work within the confines.
I have to work within the confines of this world, and that makes me happy a little bit because I'm like, you know what, you're playing by the rules.
You're
that's
at least
nice.
like doing the.
You're not metagaming.
You got to fucking commit a little bit. Yeah, that's true. If you're not metagaming, I'll give you a little bit of
cool.
respect.
That's great, but it's like the bar is in fucking hell. You know what I mean? Shit.
I can't even reach to that bar when it comes to metagaming. I will metagame for sure, 100%. Are you fucking kidding me?
But all jokes aside, being real, I do think it is fucked up to like. If we're being for serious about this
for real quick.
Very ridiculous thing. I am of the mindset that if your DM is making choices based on your character that would change your character's like personality, appearance, things that can't be changed like within like an hour or the session,
like within like.
I think it's fucked up.
I think it's a little fucked up. I think that's my main problem with this. I think, genuinely. Because apparently if this is a real fucking thing. Christ. These are the people we're in company with? Why do we...
And it also could very well be like the person playing this is a woman and not a man.
Yeah, that's true.
Being sexually harassed at
and
the
then
table.
the DM's also like, okay, you got to do it in front of everybody. Go right now.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucked up, genuinely.
It played as a joke, and it's like, no, that's just fucked up. Yeah.
That is... Yeah, I think that. Yeah, no, I think
it is fucked up.
You know,
it's
like as a
funny on paper.
It is funny on paper, but in practice, maybe like a hint of restraint. If you're a storytelling DM, maybe just a hint.
It's funny on the opposite side too of just nerds really don't know how to talk to each other, fam.
Yeah,
if you don't like somebody and you want to dunk on them in game. Fucking tell them I don't like you. Get out of my house.
Yeah, you can
stop coming over to my house.
Yeah, but this is over. Sorry, this friendship and your part in this group is gone. Yeah.
So yeah, holy shit! Don't make them have to roll a d20 to see if they moan in public or not.
Yeah,
but it's also like I guess they don't have to role play it out loud. It could just be like you're moaning loudly.
That is fair. Yeah, no, and I mean, that's, but still, I think it is weird that your character is still forced to do it. Like,
I also find that this is a common problem in D&D where people just think this is a sex game, which I don't understand at all.
Because like the more, it's kind of like how people like people that play bards are like always weirdly sexual, and I'm always like, nah, I just want to do wacky shit.
Yeah,
like,
you want to manipulate people.
Yeah,
that's what you want to do. You don't want to manipulate them into sex because that's a crime.
It's a crime.
But you want to just manipulate people essentially.
Yeah. Period. Yeah. I just want to lie to people and then have them believe me. Yeah. So yeah, no, it is weird. Yeah, because because it is a power fantasy, right? Like 9 times out of 10.
It's not creative to be like, you know what? My power fantasy includes just sex, just banging, just always banging. And I'm actually thinking of and we haven't gotten to this point in our campaign, our main campaign. But like I am making a character that is like a pansexual, just fucks everything.
Okay.
But he A believes in consent.
Okay, good. That's a good
And the
framework to work on.
The things that he fucks are like goo. Like just like
I fuck
like
with this.
he's
Yeah.
a monster fucker essentially.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And he's really hot, but he doesn't fuck like humanoid things. Yeah.
View, yeah.
That's what it's just kind of taking the sexuality of D&D that's always abused and turning it on its head.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good way to go about it.
Because I'm also not someone that's like D&D can't be sexual at all.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, that's crazy. But I feel like I guess, do we both have a skewed perception of D&D as people who have enjoyed like more storytelling based? Like we enjoy like Dimension 20, we've enjoyed Harmontown.
Yeah.
And I think if we were to do Dirty 20s again eventually.
Yeah. Well, the difference too also in our personal and versus that is that's a show.
Yeah.
And I have fallen into the trap that a lot of new DMs where they fall into where they feel like they have to be improv comedians.
Yeah.
And
you don't. Have to,
you don't.
no.
It's not. You're
Same
actually
for players as well. Yeah. I think there's a Brendan Lee Mulligan video on that or something, but yeah.
Yeah, you literally don't. It's you're telling a group story. You're group storytelling. Not everything has to be completely serious. Not everything has to be constantly funny either. It's just, what do you guys think how would I play this character? And how would I interact with other people?
Yeah.
And what are the interesting things that come up with that? That's what it is. And you shouldn't feel like you're forced to do anything.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel like Dimension 20 and a lot of things have made people feel like they have to do that to be entertaining.
Yeah, but
it's not their fault. It's I mean, it's just not a lot. There's just not a lot of good content these days.
Fair enough.
I mean, look at us. No, I'm joking. But when you're writing a show, it's different.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's fair.
There needs to be like
the story arc, shit like that. Yeah,
like that.
That's
so
fair.
It would be more like that with just improv elements.
Yeah,
but when I will say when I'm DMing, I've given up on trying to improv.
That is fair, and
and like being upset at myself for not doing a good job or
improv.
Something.
Yeah, doing that shit. Yeah.
No, if I can make sure that if everyone's buying into the game, I did my job. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I give up.
Fair enough, yeah. I say you are a good DM in that regard, so.
But if you ever play a Hexblade, I'm going to make you fucking moan out loud. Your Hexblade's going to be a fucking fuckboy, bro.
That is...
But
yeah, I'm never doing that shit. Fuck that, dude.
It's interesting to me, too, because it's like pets. So, your characters are going to want pets, too.
Yeah.
And... then you have to navigate what do you want your pet's personality to be? Or do I decide the pet's personality?
Oh, God.
And it just depends on what type of a DM you are.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust you on this, on not to fuck me over.
You know that I'm going to really put myself in the mind of that pet, though.
You are going to commit 100%.
Yeah, I will.
If credit where credit's due. And that scares me.
Dude, oh, God. Remember when What's-His-Face turned into a frog? And we were talking to someone did
oh yeah, and you just did ribbit over and over and over again.
Yeah, well, and it was like, they were just essentially Pokemon and saying their names because I was just thinking about the size of a frog's brain.
Yeah, which is very tiny, yeah.
And like yes, no was their names and yes or no was all they could say.
Yeah. That was fucking funny. That was a good time.
It was good. It was good stuff.
Yeah. Solved it,
I guess.
Solved it, yeah. Damn.
There's an idea for your Hexblade.
Don't Hexblade. Don't use Hexblades, everybody. Okay, so this is an old one. This is from 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it grabs you.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for leaving during my wife's labor?
Probably, yeah.
I
mean, unless she told you, leave, please.
Get the fuck out of here, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Okay, now. My wife went into labor around 6 p.m. on Sunday. We were expecting twins. It quickly turns into a very painful process. She kept cutting off the blood pressure to my hand when she squeezed and nearly sprayed my shirt with vomit.
Oh my God.
Around 3 a.m., my dad calls. I work for my dad's company, and we had a presentation for clients Monday morning that I had to get ready for. My dad heard my wife was in labor, but told me he needed me on this presentation. He said there was nothing I could do to help my wife in delivery, and seeing the baby come out was overrated, and people don't prepare you for the gore. Okay.
Oh. Wow, man. That's fucking sad.
This is insane.
He straight up just told you he doesn't give a he didn't give a shit about your birth.
Fucking birth.
Yeah.
I did not think about that.
Yeah, because you're his kid. He was like, that shit wasn't cool as hell.
Yeah.
Wasn't cool at all. I don't give a fuck.
This is a family that needs...
How are you getting sad by your own story that you picked? I'm not even sad. I think this one's epic. This one's going to make us a lot of money on TikTok.
That's fair, yeah. Okay. He said he needed me to rest up and make myself presentable for the presentation. My wife's labor was progressing very slowly, and we were all certain she would need forceps or other assistance to deliver the babies.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I couldn't help her here, and my dad was counting on me, so I told her I needed to leave. She started screaming at me so loudly that a few nurses rushed over to our room. I ended up doing the presentation with the clients, and things went well. Good for you. Yeah, no, it's nothing else is going on today.
I was about to punch you, bro.
nothing.
Good for you. What the fuck you mean?
Let me finish my sentence.
I wasn't
and my
actually
joke.
gonna punch him before you call me abusive. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, TikTok.
I leave the office and see a text on my phone that said my wife delivered an hour ago or at around 12:30 a.m. and they had used forceps. I would have missed the meeting had I stayed, and my dad has given me everything he possibly give me in life, so I didn't want to let him down.
Okay, that's very interesting. My dad has given me everything.
And my wife has given me just like 2 fucking kids.
Yeah,
whatever.
Who gives a shit,
Who
man?
gives a shit about that?
I don't give a fuck.
Am I the asshole? I had responsibilities I had to take care of, and while my wife was still screaming at me saying that she was alone when they, quote, destroyed her body, I'm the only one who works, and her mom herself said that she was emotional and overreacting. These parents need to be... My wife even went as far as to say that her family would disown her if she was the first of them to divorce, but that she doesn't consider me her husband right now.
I don't understand anyone other than the wife's point of view in this story.
You have to be lying, right? You gotta be lying about the people's reaction that isn't... Dad, I believe 100%. You're like, oh, you're a daddy's boy, got it.
No, I mean, I think it all makes sense. It's just everyone hates people.
Yeah.
Like, everyone hates it. Everyone's just very capitalism pilled.
Yeah, and like...
Who cares about loving your kids or each other at all? It's about how much capital you can make.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta do this meeting.
My wife isn't giving me shit. She's just being emotional, and she doesn't even work. She doesn't even work.
What do you mean?
She's giving birth right now, but she doesn't even work. So what a fucking loser.
Yeah. Why does she not think I'm her
cool
husband?
As hell because I made money for my fucking dad. And it's like respect goes one way. When you're a kid, it goes to your parents, and then when they die, you're sad forever until you die, and that's how life is supposed to be, I guess. No one's allowed to be happy ever, and if you are, you're a child!
And you're just overreacting, dog. If you're just...
And nobody knows why we all want to kill ourselves. Very funny. Very good
interesting, yeah, how that works out.
This is a deeply depressing story. Deeply sad. The only thing I can think is, thank God I don't believe that shit at all. But it's weird with shit like that because it's like I have a fundamental ideological difference. Like, we're never going to sit... Like, if I sat down with that guy, I would never be like, you don't care about human beings? And they'd be like, fucking... Essentially, they'd dance around the question.
Yeah, they would,
But eventually they'd get to, like, no.
Yeah. Or they'd say a really long version of the word no, which is,
they'd say,
I
like,
do, but...
Well, yeah, or just like, no, of course I do. I'm a human being, but...
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And then they would be like, well, you know, I grew up poor. That means I deserve wealth.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of what is it? The ending of the first season of Squid Game, where like it's the main
They're just
guy.
like, yeah, you did it.
You did it. Why are you not spending your money right now?
Yeah, why are you sad about this? It's all money. Money solves problems.
I was poor, and then I became rich, and then I hated having money, so I made all of you kill each other.
Well, yeah, literally. And it's like, the thing about that, though, is money does solve problems. It solves...
Oh, no, yeah.
Like, you're more likely to be fucking depressed if you're homeless and you live a life that is not secure, like you're food insecure.
Yeah.
Or... You know, you don't have access to mental health shit because you could have just like genetic things that are not, no mental illness is your fault, but like you things that happen to you in your life that are just genetic, or like, you know, you going through bankruptcy sucks ass.
Yeah.
Getting hounded by the fucking IRS sucks ass.
I don't know what you're talking about. They did not give me a letter saying I owed $1,700, but yeah.
It does impact your life, yes. But then there is a point where post that, how much more money are you really gonna need?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there's a tipping, not a tipping point. It levels off at some point.
Like, I've never been rich. I think the most money my household income has made is maybe when I was a child, where my mom was making like $60K, but our rent was very high, so it was like we weren't really eating that much. But like, honestly, I came home and I made myself food.
Yeah,
I had a house. I had clothes. That's great.
Yeah.
Did I have a mother that cared about me?
No.
I mean, enough to do that.
Yeah, enough to have the bare
That's
minimum,
nice.
but then also...
I knew other people that had more complicated relationships with their own mothers.
Yeah, that's true.
That didn't have those things. And, you know, a lot of their trauma came from that and not just weird understandings of meritocracy and things like that. So it's like... It just depends. Money doesn't give you happiness, but sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like,
I agree with that.
If my mom was rich as fuck, she would still be miserable because she doesn't know how to have a friend. She's not companionable.
Yeah.
Maybe she does now after therapy, maybe.
Yeah.
I hope she's doing better. But like, I am multiple times throughout my childhood, and it's very sad and weird, but she would be like, she would be sad because she would be like, you're going to live a better life than me because you're companionable.
Jesus.
And I'm hearing this at 8 years old, 12 years old, 14 years old, 16, 20, 22.
Yeah.
You're nicer than me. I will never be nice. Like, you're probably going to have like a successful marriage. And I can't have that because I'm just dedicated to being fucking me. I'm like, sometimes I feel the meanness in me too, and it comes out and I realize, oh shit, no. But it's like, it's very weird, and it's a complicated thing, but it's so, I don't know, man. There's just genuine personality conflicts that some people have with people and socializing and things.
Yeah.
And then there's some things where, I don't know what my initial point is, but it's weird because it's like, the people that do this, they'll always say, I grew up poor and that's terrible. And so that means I need to have middle class wealth, which back in the day, if you had that exact amount of money because of inflation, now you'd be rich as shit.
Yeah.
And they're going to claim that that would make them happy. So I am doing this for my own interpersonal happiness, which is why I dedicate myself to individualism rather than caring about anyone else around me. So why the fuck would I be there from the birth of my child? And it's like, I don't know how to argue with that.
I will say too, and I think to bring it back to the story, I suppose, the idea that like emotional support isn't a thing, like or like popped
who
off.
cares? It doesn't make money.
Yeah, like I think that's kind of the sadder part of this to me. I think is like not a single person like can understand just by being somewhere you are doing something good, even if you're not making fucking money. Yeah,
and it confuses me because they're hurting themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's like an addiction to money. Like they are. It's like I drink this alcohol because it makes me feel better, but really it doesn't.
Yeah,
and it's hurting you, and it's hurting your relationships around you.
Yeah,
and you do that until you have a wake up call. But it's like, why are you doing this with money? That doesn't make any sense to me because you've had good, likely people around you. Your whole life. Like, it's not like I have had a lot of bad people around me. I've also had an insane amount of good people around me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just strangers.
Yeah.
Like in some of the most dark times of my life, there have been strangers around me that have been nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like a lack of appreciation for those people. It's like people that grow up without knowing about Sonder or something.
Yeah, and then
all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, other people have, whatever. And that's why like people talk about the lack of empathy that people have for each other. And I find it very interesting how you get to be like 50 years old and be like, I'm not going to watch the birth of my child. And you essentially fail these like life tests.
Yeah, like
because you didn't do the studying of caring for others.
Yeah.
That I have done so much that I find myself like I don't find it relatable anymore. Not even saying I'm a good person. Sometimes I fail those tests and I've studied a lot.
Yeah. So
I'm also stupid. Like I'm not saying I'm such a good person. I don't know how you could be a bad person. I'm just like I want to understand these people.
Yeah.
Because I want to understand how to talk to them and like get them to realize that.
Wait a minute. Yeah. This, like, why are you doing the things you're doing? Yeah.
It's like a real Christian is obsessed with atheism. Like, what's going on? I'm a curious mind and I want to know why.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just don't understand it. I'm at a point now where it doesn't even anger me anymore. I just don't get it. And I want to know why. And it's like, it's not strife because you're doing work. You work for your dad's company.
Yeah, it's already.
So you already have privilege.
Not even talking about the nepotism yet. Yeah.
You're not worried about the Uber from the hospital to your dad's work.
Yeah.
You're fine. You don't give a shit. So why are you being this cruel? I don't get it.
And then why are you acting surprised when...
Is it like an abuse thing? Like you're worried if you don't do that, your dad's going to like pull the financial shit out from under you? And then it's like, why make it a mean post about your wife on the internet?
Yeah. Because because again, there's always... And this is where I'm also like, are you even...
Is this fake?
Well, not even that is it fake, but like because like when I say I believe the dad's perspective, I mean I believe that if this is a real story, the dad's perspective is probably what it was said inside the post. But then also going out of the way to say, well, her mom was like, fucking, she's overreacting. To me, that's a little bit like, let's pump the brakes. We're going 2 for 2 on this. Like,
well, he also said that if she divorced him, her parents would disown her.
That is true, yeah.
So it's like she also comes from, which that's what makes sense to me, because if you come from parents that believe in this like authoritative, draconian sense of parenting of you grow up, you are Christian, you get married,
two kids.
If you get divorced, you're not going to heaven, so I'm going to disown you because you need to be a child of God or something.
Yeah.
None of it. There's Christians out there that don't believe that shit and are nice people.
No, yeah, of course.
So it's not even about Christianity, really. It's about this weird.
It's the twisting that some people will do of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like It's like I can understand her falling in love with a guy that thinks like that and thinking they have the similar values, and then all of a sudden being in a situation where she's being abandoned at a very, very significant portion of her life.
Yeah.
And realizing, oh my God, what did I sign up for? What have I been groomed into thinking?
Yeah.
And the horror of that.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah.
And then also to him, now his life is bereft of love for his children or love from his father.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are we operating? Like, why does nobody just have a why? Like, why does nobody ever come to Jesus moment of just like why the fuck I hate this? It really is like we all just told all like the trad wives, the traditional marriage ass people.
Yeah.
They're really just kind of denying themselves love. Self-love and self-actualization.
Yeah.
And then they get on the internet and they say feminists or I'm the bad guy. I guess.
Apparently. Yeah.
So yeah, solved it. I'm the asshole.
You're
me. Sorry.
Whoops.
Oops.
God, fucking, this is a little off topic, I suppose, but like, have you heard about these, like, how there's like people, how Elon Musk cares about like birth rates or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you know there's now like consulting companies that are trying to convince people that have already had babies, like if they've had 2 kids, try and convince them to have like 4, 7, 9 kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like there's like a Zoom call from like one of those guys that like I guess runs the business, and it's like, no, I don't care about the people that don't want kids. I want to just convince people that have already had kids to keep pumping out babies. Like, it's crazy hearing it out loud. Fucking wild, man.
That's very strange.
Yeah. Why do we need a McKinsey for...
Is it to women? Is it women oriented or is it men oriented?
Well, it's a guy running it, but I'm not sure if it's... I wonder... I don't know. Because I didn't... There's a I think Tom Nicholas video on it. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I watched like maybe 3 seconds of it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why
I kind of want to watch that though, because if it's women oriented, I find that very interesting. If it's men oriented, it's not going to work, I think.
No, yeah, it's probably
like, yeah, it's one thing to grow up saying I want 6 kids, and then you have a baby, and you're like, oh fuck,
maybe
that fucking hurt.
Yeah,
and you decide once again if you're like, no, yeah, I want 6 kids.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
which is whatever.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't think too much about having children and the ethics of it. If I'm honest, it's something I should think about.
Baby ethics.
I got too much stress in my life.
Yes.
I already think about Nazis like 50% of my day.
That is true. But yeah, sorry to take it off topic, but I just thought of that.
No, I think that's cool. Anyway, get away from seriousness. What the hell?
Jesus.
This is a comedy show.
This is a goddamn comedy show.
What the fuck?
I can't believe you're getting depressed by your own story. Is really funny to me, and I feel like I should leave that in. Probably.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from r/bad philosophy. We're doing all the hits these days, baby.
Yeah, and ending the year strong. Got it. Cool.
Oh, man. Am I the asshole for calling out my wife when she uses informal fallacies every time we talk?
Informal fallacies. All right. Okay.
Basically what the title says, I graduated last year with my degree in philosophy. Everything that comes out of my bitch wife's mouth. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I love you, r/bad philosophy.
Yeah, you're getting this one. Now we're really getting the hits on this one.
This one's is a joke post. It's a joke post,
obviously,
everybody.
Yeah.
Everything that comes out of my bitch wife's mouth ends up fallacious. But when I explain to her why her argument is not logically sound, she stoically displays vindictive anger. It really tickles me pink when a guy is like very stoic and it's not at all.
Yeah, it's like you're just saying a word to make it seem like,
she
it's so funny.
Stoically displays vindictive anger. Is really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man. She constantly uses arguments ad nauseum combined with post hoc fallacies and false attributions. Over and over and over again, she insists that I need to get a job and stop playing World of Warcraft all day because we don't have any food in the fridge. I try to explain to her that, 1, correlation does not equal causation.
Got me there, book 'em, boys.
Just because there is no food in the fridge, it doesn't mean the reason why is my lack of employment. Oh, man.
Exactly.
Maybe there's no food in the fridge because somebody ate it all?
Maybe there's...
Because somebody ate it all?
Yeah.
That seems more logical to me. 2, repeating this argument daily does not make it more logical. She is making a common fallacy, parentheses, ad nauseum.
You already said it earlier, too.
Oh, man. But when I tell her that, she just gets angrier and uses circular reasoning. 3, similarly to point 1, she falsely attributes my...
Sorry, circular reasoning. Sorry, continue, yeah.
Similarly to point 1, she falsely attributes my unemployment being caused by my laziness when in fact, it is actually caused by my Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy.
Checkmate, dude. Fucking got her ass.
This is the only good subreddit. Am I the asshole for trying to make her understand that I'm just trying to help her think more logically and less emotionally? She is a biochemist in a lab that manufactures cell therapy to cure pediatric cancer. So she's a little on the slower side when it comes to my area of expertise. TIA. Oh, man. It's this feels like a warm hug from r/bad philosophy. Like, I just want to believe that they watched the show, they saw the Nietzsche financial shit, and they were just like, Sarah, we love you with open arms.
Yeah, let's fucking.
I'm gonna write more shit for you to read on your show, please.
I'm so sorry that she works in biomed, so she's a little
so
bit
she
on the
can cure
slower
pediatric cancer, so she's a little on the slower side. It's the perfect fucking post. It's the perfect post.
It reminds me of that David and Mitchell skit where it's like, oh, well, it's not rocket science or it's not brain surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a brain surgeon.
And I'm a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
And what did they end up? What was the joke at the end?
I don't remember because I don't remember the order of which it was occurred. So
it was like that, and then it was like, well, it's not like physics or something, like nuclear. I don't know.
I will say, like, maybe this is controversial, like because I know I do this on the show, especially probably during the Transcendence stuff, where it's like the idea of like calling out someone for like hating their wife and then using like, oh yeah, it's my bitch wife. Like, I think because I feel like when you do, maybe this is too like in the sauce of why we do comedy, and maybe I'm dissecting a frog here, but like, I feel like using the word of like obvious oppressive assholes that like hate women against them, I think is really funny, you know?
Well, because it's like they'll say everything other than bitch.
Yeah, and then
because people think that if you just say the word bitch, you're misogynist.
Yeah, but you could
no.
You can say a lot of things without using swear words.
I mean, I don't think that personally. I think bitch was a term used to like be derogatory towards women. Yes, I agree.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But then you couldn't fucking say it on TV, and then all of a sudden you were using it, and you were using it against men who were trying to oppress you, you know? And I think that's punk rock and cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I'm not, I don't know. Maybe it's something that I'm late to the show on, and I can change my mind later.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Someone genuinely writes me an explanation as to why, but I also understand that that's annoying. But I don't know. I just find it's like, I think it's important to call out what these motherfuckers are actually saying.
Yeah, I think because it's that thing where like you say something that seems really smart, but it's actually like dumb.
Well,
so like people are like,
because a lot of people, they don't think about like the connotation or the annotation of words.
They just think about the flat like what was said and not anything behind it. Yeah.
Most people listen to tone of something rather than actually like what is actually said, and that's the case for reading it in your brain too. If you write with $10 words that you're not even really, you don't know the definition of it, it sounds smart.
Yeah.
And you get full marks on your fucking essay because your teacher has a hangover and doesn't actually want to read your fucking essay.
That word has more than 7 letters in it.
You know what?
A+.
It sounds smart. I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like then kids
grow up
thinking that they're smart, but they don't know the actual word. I know this because I do that.
That was the personal story from both of us. Yeah.
Yes. And we've learned, oh no, you actually have to know the fucking words to because we both want actually to talk about ideas.
Yeah. But no,
some people don't. They just want to get attention from the things that they write, and it's a pseudo-intellectualism, and you shouldn't fall for pseudo-intellectualists. And so when someone is saying obviously misogynistic ass shit, I want to just point out very bluntly what you're essentially calling your wife is a bitch.
Yeah, I think if you're sitting next to someone and like someone says that, I think you should add on to it being like, oh yeah, what a bitch, right? Yeah, totally 100% acting this way.
Yeah, this is how I call out bigots in real life too. Someone will explain away their racism or something, and I'll be like, yeah, fuck them. And then they'll be like, well, wait, no. And I'm like, well, then how is that different?
Yeah,
you're being racist.
You're being racist right now, yeah.
No, you didn't say the explicit words.
But you were being racist.
But you're being racist.
Yeah. Hate to fucking break it to you, yeah.
That's racism, or that's homophobia, or that's transphobia. And then it forces people that are just kind of spewing shit that they've read online.
Like maybe pump the brakes even a little bit.
And think about what they fucking consume and spew and how they look.
Yeah.
To the people around them.
Exactly, yeah. No, I agree with that 100%.
That's how I think of it, but yeah.
I agree, yeah.
But yeah, using bitch derogatorily to women, I do think is misogynist.
No, I think it is
if you
too,
genuinely were like, what a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's obviously, yeah.
But I don't know. Also, sometimes women are bitches, man. Shit.
I think you get to say that because you're a woman and you can do whatever you like. It's like that one tweet where it was like, I'm not gonna lie, some of you bitches are crazy.
I do not support all women. Some of you bitches are not very smart. And then the
immediate tweet after, like, this is not meant for men.
Yeah, well, yeah,
yeah, I get that.
But it's like it's also I go back and forth on like. We don't even have abortion rights anymore. Why am I dunking on women at all? You know?
No, I get that.
But then sometimes it's like, if you're being abusive, I'm just going to call you abusive.
Yeah.
Regardless of your gender. You know?
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Solved it.
I go back and forth, though.
No, I get you.
You can probably find clips of me saying what a bitch or something.
Yeah, and then... Man, I picked some fucking crazy ones, dude. What am I doing? Okay.
I don't know, but you talked about it like you were so happy to do this. And now you're here and you regret every moment. And it's funny as hell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to skip his daughter's dance concert?
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe.
I'll just give it like a yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
you should go to your daughter's dance concert. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Throwaway just in case. I, 29 female, have been dating Aoi, 23 male, for 5 months. He has a daughter, 7 female, who I haven't met yet, but I have heard tons about. Her dad is her primary caregiver and loves her dearly. He's the dad that's gushing about his kid and showing you pictures any chance he gets.
That's cute.
She's an incredible dancer and he is really proud of her for that. He's also like a total dance dad, doing makeup and hair and sewing.
Oh.
It's actually really adorable how much he cares about her. He's this big, scary dude with like tattoos and piercing, and he's like crying and bringing bouquets to all his daughter's dance performances.
It's very sweet.
And I told her to not go. Told him not to own one.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't want kids of my own, and he's also done having children. But I went into his relationship knowing he had a child and that I could be in a parental role.
Okay.
I have not met his daughter yet, but I do think she's sweet, and I love how much her dad loves her. And if he trusts me enough to involve me in his daughter's life, I'd be thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
The actual conflict happened yesterday. His daughter has this winter dance concert, and they have 3 performances. 2 were before Christmas, and 1 is tonight. He went to the 2 before Christmas, recorded all of her performances, brought her flowers, the whole shebang at each time. My dad is retiring this year, and his birthday just passed, so my mom is throwing him a party. I admit I messed up and told Aoi that the party was the Saturday after Christmas, when it was actually tonight, Friday. I texted him to let him know, and he responded with, "Oh, bummer. Hopefully next time I can join." And I realized that meant he wasn't going to come to the party. I told him it would mean a lot to me, and he told me he needed to be there for his daughter. This concert in particular, he said to me just a few days ago that it was a makeup performance for everyone who wasn't able to attend one of the first 2. He has seen all the dances and gotten all the videos. It's going to be the exact same. The first night, their whole family went. The second night, it was him and his parents. And then tonight's supposed to be him and his best friend, parentheses, her quote, uncle. She will not be alone, and his best friend is really close to her. He picks her up from school, babysits, he's her godfather, etc. I brought this up to him, and he went sort of crazy. I told him missing this one performance wouldn't hurt her. He's already seen it before, and she knows he cares about her, so missing the one performance for this party that means a lot to me won't be that big of a deal. He literally looked at me like I was crazy, like he was disgusted. He told me I had to be insane to think that he would miss out on his daughter's performance. The conversation got more heated. He ended up telling me I was, quote, horrible, and we didn't speak after that. This morning he texted me. Just to make things clear, I am not going to the party tonight. M means more to me than anything or anyone, and she always will. I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, but it's the truth, and I want to be there for my kid. This message started a huge argument. We ended up saying some really mean stuff to each other, and he actually said he wanted to break up with me.
Okay.
Now we are supposed to get together tomorrow to talk things through, but I'm not even sure that will change anything because he's still not coming to the party tonight. This is the hill you're gonna... Okay.
That's wild, yeah.
That's still crazy. I'm just really sad that he's missing the thing that's happening. You can only see things once.
Wow.
If you see anything more than once, you're a fucking loser, apparently.
That's wild.
I'm just really sad that he's missing the thing that's happening once for something he's been to twice already.
Yeah.
I really want to clear my head and get some opinions that maybe I haven't thought of, but any words are appreciated.
Well, okay, so we looked up the name Aoi.
Yeah.
Just to pronounce it because I don't like mispronouncing people's names.
I didn't want to just say like my boyfriend and like
yeah. Which if we really couldn't, maybe we would.
Yeah.
But it was something that we could do. And it said it was a Japanese name, so I'm going off of the idea that this is someone maybe steeped in Japanese culture. It doesn't have to be. It could be that they have a cultural name, or he has a cultural name. But so
I mean, even assuming like a very Americanized, like
if listen, I think even if they're American and they have a Japanese culture name, or they come from their family as a history of being from Japan. Japanese immigrant or something like that.
Yeah.
So, anywhere in the world. I'm not going to judge this guy based on the word horrible and also his protectiveness of his daughter, because I'm going to say this right now. I don't understand the familial dynamics between like a father and a daughter in Japan. And like of an Eastern culture family dynamic. I understand it's different.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about it, so I'm not even going to speak on it.
I think I want to bring up this real quick. Like, we have no idea why the mom's not in the picture. So
that's
also,
true. Yeah.
And I think that's why
I wasn't even thinking about.
No, because I was thinking, because that's why I'm thinking like it does matter, but there's other things beyond just like the idea of like how other cultures treat like their children. Because I think this is a general like.
Well, I do think that I'm saying this as a disclaimer for people.
Okay, yeah.
Being like, why are you not getting on him for saying the word horrible and not being there for his girlfriend or something like that? If you have that opinion, yes, I'm saying maybe think a little bit about it might be a different cultural dynamic.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Maybe the word horrible was translated. We don't know, actually.
Yeah.
Then maybe he said something different, and we don't know the actual context because we are ignorant of it.
No, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
But I will say, like, I think when you are dating somebody that has a child, you have to recognize that you're going to take a back seat.
Yeah.
In the relationship. You just are.
Yeah, you are.
You're just incompatible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, too, to be like, no, I think this is important to me. And if he passed judgment on you by saying, like, no, you're a horrible person or whatever, if that is the case of what he said, I'm not sure the context, but that is just a incompatibility. Her saying also that she's like, what the fuck? He's not gonna come to the party? Like, I think this is more of a case of I don't know all the information because I am not steeped in the culture, but also like I think I'm just going to leave it at it's a difference. Like, you just are not ready to be in this relationship because you need to recognize that this guy's kid is the most important thing to him.
And always will be.
And I think that's fine. And I really am coming from this at a point as someone that did musical performances and was an artsy kid. And my mom and my family and my family would go to my things, and at some point my mom dropped off going to my concerts when I was in high school, and it did feel worse. Like, she was there for most of my elementary school to middle school performances, and it was nice. She would say some fuck shit about it later, but it wasn't super supportive. But like, it was nice to just have your parent there as support.
Oh yeah.
And then when she was like, you're old enough, I don't care, it did suck ass because I was used to the feeling of, oh, my dad's going to be here. And also there is a limited amount of time that you have when you're a dad with a kid. Yeah. Like, everyone talks about with parents with their children, there's always going to be a last time that you are able to pick up your kid, which is, listen, I'm sorry I said it. Disrespectful to say online. Like, we need to not say that to parents. That's like you're emotionally damaging everybody when you say that shit. That hurt me. I don't even have kids. I don't even want kids. That hurt
my
me.
Ass for getting depressed. Jesus Christ.
Fuck. But it's like, I think when you're a parent, you're thinking a lot more about like your time on this earth and being with your kid.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. Especially when, as a parent, the only time you're really going to have with your kid is from like 0 to 18, 19, 20, more often than not. Like,
and it's not even necessarily about like, it just is a difference, and it's not about really maturity. It's just like a difference in lifestyle. Like, I wake up every day and I'm like, am I going to have Frosted Flakes or am I going to have Raisin Bran? And this guy wakes up every day and is like, I got to get my kid to school. That's a different
Gotta make
life.
sure my kid's ready for this dance recital today that's happening.
I'm not going to shit on myself for being a child. I'm 27 years old, and yeah, I'm going to fucking eat cereal. Fuck you. I like cereal.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat cereal until someone pries that shit from my cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
Until the doctor's like, you're not allowed to eat cereal, you'll have a heart attack.
I don't know how we got to the cereal topic, but
I fucking love cereal, bro.
I love cereal as well. I agree.
Yes. It's the thing that gets me fucking up in the morning. I love
I
cereal.
realized we needed a fucking political take on cereal.
It's
real
not
quick.
political. It's ideological. I love cereal. No one can shame me. Oh, what, you're like a kid eating sugary cereals? Grow the fuck up. No, you should shut the fuck up. I'm having a great time. I have a limited amount of time on this earth, and I'm going to fill it with Trix cereal.
Hell yeah.
And Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. God. But yeah, okay.
So it's like it's just different. You can't put yourself in that mentality.
Yeah.
You're not ready for this
exactly.
relationship.
I will say also very funny. I mean, because it is your dad, of course, but like you haven't even met the daughter yet. So why you're getting on his ass for not meeting like your family?
You are being very presumptuous. But also, I do want to say, if we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt with the translation, also her.
Okay, that's fair.
So maybe she's saying, like, I don't think he's going to change his mind necessarily about, like, how much the party means to me. Not necessarily like my only goal is to get him to the party.
Yeah.
I can see that being a translation, something lost in translation as well.
Fair.
So, like, I'm not going to say that. I think it really just is something that you're just incompatible.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, asshole. I would say, though.
Yeah, I mean, asshole, but it's like you just didn't know. I think this is a common thing that happens when you are dating in your, like, 30s and you are dating someone with a kid.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know I think it's normal as an adult to not know how you're going to react to stuff until you're in it.
No, okay, I get that.
Yeah, maybe sometimes you have a bad reaction. And I think also he reacted very emotionally, but I don't know his context either. Like maybe he had an absent father and that really offended him.
No, yeah.
And that's valid, you know?
Yeah.
It's also, it seems like, if you're not, if you haven't met his kid, it's kind of like, I mean, you're not really at that level where you can be like, come to this party or else we're breaking up. Like, you're not really that deep into it. But maybe, I don't know. Everybody has different boundaries. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, he could have reacted nicer, but it's just like, who am I to fuck? I just feel very much like, who the fuck am I to judge?
No, yeah, it's his kid. I mean, I feel like I definitely understand going a little bit like harsh to protect your kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I think could touch on a nerve very easily.
Yeah.
But it's also something I could imagine me doing. Like getting very kind of emotionally upset and being like, but you don't want to see me. And then if you're dating somebody that has a no bullshit filter, they're going to be like, man, fuck you. I'm going to be like, why did you say fuck me?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And it's just it's an argument that you have to have anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, not compatible.
Yeah, not compatible. That's it.
There you go. Yeah. NC. NC actually means something. What the fuck does it mean?
No contact.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, go no contact. Break up.
Taught us a cool name though. Oh wait.
That is true, yeah.
I hope we didn't mispronounce it.
I hope so, yeah. Hopefully whoever that YouTuber was actually correct.
You
and not just fucking with people.
Sometimes they give off a vibe of like, yeah, this name is Giggle Schmuck. People call it Giggle Schmuck when his name is Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. This one's funny as fuck to me. Am I overreacting because my 20 female boyfriend, 21 male, prayed to Trump at my family's dinner?
Prayed? Like, okay.
Prayed to Trump.
The only way you could be overreacting
I don't
is
know.
if you like starting over.
No, fuck it. This is a text conversation.
Okay, cool.
Because it's am I overreacting? I will read the text first.
Okay.
This is the first time he's ever done this, so I don't get why it had to be in front of me or my family. We disagree on some things politically, but he never liked Trump either.
Okay.
Am I overreacting in our text or reevaluating our relationship?
Is this supposed to be like an epic prank or something? Because, I mean, what's the prank? you look shitty in front of your girlfriend's parents? You fucking got him, bro. You fucking got their asses.
You embarrassed yourself? Good job.
I pissed and shit my pants on purpose.
To own the limbs.
To own the limbs.
Okay, I am going to put some stank on his name because you all know we're an anti-Trump household in this podcast.
What? I can't believe that.
Okay, so she says, hey, are you home yet? Can we talk? Can we talk?
Yeah, can we? Yeah.
And he goes, what?
I would be freaking out personally. I wouldn't just be a casual, what's wrong? I'd be like, what's wrong?
Why did I fucking do that?
Oh shit, what happened?
Yeah. I'm still kind of off put by the prayer crying emoji. Was that a joke? Deadass couldn't tell. What's funny about it?
Using my own words against me, but also unironically is really funny to me.
What's funny? I don't get it. What's funny? I'm serious.
Even when I'm joking, I'm always right. That's so fucking weird.
It was a prayer to fucking Donald Trump. Like, why? Crying emoji. What do you mean?
It's over.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do you mean?
Classic negotiation tactic is just flip the question onto them. Yeah.
My parents were confused as hell. Isn't that like false idol or blasphemous, if anything? If he's ordained by God himself, I don't see the issue. He literally saved him. He literally saved him, is what he said. Meaning God did.
So God saved Trump. So, like, does that mean anyone who's saved by God, quote unquote, you can like thank them as a deity? What? Hold on. What's the fucking?
This feels like D&D 5e rules, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Can we get the rule book out? Because I don't know how this works for clerics. We got to figure this shit out.
I'm a warlock whose patron is Donald Trump. That's gotta be someone's character.
New Dimension 20 is like weirdly political.
This is really kind of fucked up, honestly. But why are we doing this now? You brought this up. No, I mean,
you did.
Why did
Shut the fuck up?
Why did we start the prayer thing literally today? I didn't. I thought we talked about this.
I'd stop.
This gaslighting technique is the equivalent of accidentally kicking the soccer ball into your own goal.
Fucking, it's that meme of the putting the rod inside your own bicycle. Yeah,
we literally talked about this. What? We haven't talked about this at all. You had to have known I'd think it's weird. I said he was saved by God during the assassination, that it was proof he was chosen, so I speak to him. I don't see what the issue with this is. You know we disagree politically, so why would you pray to the man? Why would you pray to that man in front of my whole family and I? This just seems really out of character. Can I call you instead? Why are you making this a big deal? Everyone can be wrong on stuff. I don't judge you or your family.
So you're saying you're wrong?
I know, right? That's what I mean.
What are you fucking talking?
Like, just believe in your argument.
You've lost your own argument by not believing in it. Yeah.
Believe in yourself, man. If you're really going to pull some crazy shit like this, you got to commit to the bit at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? I would be pissed off more at that, honestly.
Yeah. Fucking
which is
wild,
I think a character flaw about me.
Whatever.
Okay.
Fuck it.
It's not about who's wrong or right. Praying to Trump is just straight up insane. You're being childish, bro. And then the skull emoji. Straight up answer my call. How are you real? I'll call you after work. This guy has a job.
Is that the end of the text?
Yeah. Like I am thinking it's fake. I wouldn't be surprised if people genuinely pray to Trump.
No, yeah, 100%. There's like a weird like Christian part of the Christo-fascists that do believe in Trump as some sort of like, you know, sent from God. That is a real thing. Okay, so things that make me feel like this is real.
2 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to convince me, but then with how many Christians saw Israel invading Gaza, and then we're like, finally, the end times are coming. yay!
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of those, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of people that
more
really believe in that.
What's
and
that Mark Maron quote? They had to come out of their hate holes just to fucking...
The hate holes are regular jobs and regular churches, man.
Yeah. Okay, things that make me feel like this is real. All right. First of all, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, I was wondering about the short text response, but they still don't make sense. But I feel like if you're working, you're just like,
what are you talking
being
about?
a dick. And
yeah,
like,
stop fucking talking to me. I've definitely done that to people that have been
for
mad
sure.
at me at work before.
Yeah, just like,
Just stop talking to me right now. I'm working.
But I feel like the way you're going about it is like you're trying to gaslight, but then also saying you're wrong, but also
I'm wrong, but also fuck you.
And like, this is not a big... We talked about this.
But it's also like people need attention so bad. I would believe someone did this in front of their partner's parents.
Yeah.
Like as a self-relationship sabotage of I don't want to break up with them, so I'm just going to do crazy shit until they break up with me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus. I really... That's really... Okay, yeah, that's like...
I've seen too many YouTube shorts of like skinny ass Matt Watson looking ass motherfuckers walking into like Target and harassing people to not believe that this is real. Like, I don't know why this is like a, everyone's just trying to do Punk'd over again.
Yeah. Because that was a great show that
that everybody loved, and also somehow perfected the genre.
Yeah, at the same time.
Like no one's done it better, really.
Yeah.
Maybe in Practical Jokers.
Jackass a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, like
Charles Stein's Mystery Diners.
Yeah, Charles Stein's Mystery Diners. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what okay. So hold on.
So yeah, so the rules
the rules now,
or if anyone's been saved, you can pray to them. Is that something that exists?
What does that mean? What's the rule saved in this regard? Like,
I've never understood being saved by Christianity, in Christianity, because I come from Anglicanism, and being saved is like you do your confirmation and you're saved.
Yeah.
And now you're an adult and you can sin, because when you're a child, you can't sin. And then when you learn about the Bible and it's like a contract, like you sign into it. Now you're an adult in the eyes of God.
Yeah.
And now you can sin. Which, from what I understand, when I explain that to like Baptists, they're like, "That's fucking weird." It's like there's a lot of Anglican shit that I say, and then people are like, "That's not what that is at all."
I grew up fucking Methodist, and everything you tell me is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
I used to go on Christmas Eve to like midnight mass, but the thing is, also they would just like, you don't love that show. That's Stephen King, and you hate horror movies, so why would you? Stolen Valor.
I literally said afterwards I haven't watched it, so that's
well, yeah,
not stolen.
I know. After I called you out,
I gave back the valor. You're welcome,
it's
America.
Still fucking you. Still stole it. If you give shit back, you still committed the crime. It doesn't absolve you of the crime. I don't know why we're yelling at each other. This is for fun.
Want to get the drum? Want to just make a bunch of fucking noises? Fuck it.
The drum that I bought you.
Against you, yeah.
What the fuck was I talking about? See, now you done derailed me. You done derailed me.
You're talking about midnight mass, the church proceeding,
and we went to a bunch of different churches, so I don't know if this is Anglican or not, or what the fuck this was, because we just kind of traveled around,
mixed and matched, yeah.
But we went to midnight mass where they would like hit a trash. They would turn off the lights at the end, and then they would hit a trash can. It was supposed to be like either the angel coming or like Jesus coming, or I don't know.
What?
Or it's like a memento mori, like a reminder that Jesus was born to die, essentially. Which is what everybody is, but he was born specifically to have a short life to save everybody.
Yeah, so
it's like supposed to make you think about like the bittersweetness of Christmas. Like we begin and also we end.
That is.
And I was trying to explain the concept of like, I think that's why I think about death during Christmas all the time, is like going to church and thinking about Jesus dying as he's being born.
Yeah.
And your parents looked at me mouth agape, wide-eyed, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
They were like, when I went to church as a kid, it was like fun and nice, and we ate food. And sang songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we did that too. We just also thought about death, like dead Jesus a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, is that other people's shit or is that just me? I think it's just me, if I'm honest.
Probably, honestly.
And the group of 20 other adults, and that was
just
the only time they
America.
did it.
Yeah. Just sleeper
10
agents.
of them are dead because they were old as sin back then. So, but I've never understood the concept of like you have to witness a miracle. Like when I was a kid, also, I went to a Catholic summer camp because my aunt was Catholic and she didn't want, I was staying over at her place.
Yeah.
Because my mom was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with you all summer. I have to work. So I was staying at her place for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
At my aunt and uncle's place. And she just put me in this summer camp at her church because she worked at her church. So I'd just go with her to work. And I'd sit there with a bunch of other like babies.
Yeah.
And I would be like 9 years old, like too big. Not making any friends, bored as shit, while these teenagers that were definitely high and definitely fucking each other would would like tell us stories from the Bible and make us do like camp things like make bracelets and relay races and stuff.
Yeah.
But they did something where they were talking about the concept, like the Catholic concept of like a miracle, like to get into heaven, you have to witness a miracle, or to become a saint, you have to witness a certain number of miracles or something. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, then nobody is, right?
Yeah, because
how many miracles fucking happen? And I was like, do you mean like the birth of a child? Because okay, does that mean you have to have birth or something?
Yeah. What are the rules here? Yeah.
What is the parameters of a miracle?
I now see where you started with this and where it's going. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, then what does it mean to be saved by God, and what does it mean to have like a religious experience? Because that was something in Anglicanism too. It's like you're gonna feel God inside of you.
Yeah,
and it's like, or the Holy Spirit is going to be inside of you. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then as I grew up, I was like, oh, people are just like thinking it. I think. Or at some point then I was like, maybe they do. I'll never know because I'm not them. So I haven't. So I'm an atheist. And then I learned about science and evolution. And I was like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense to me.
Okay,
Yeah. So it was like, okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I still don't understand the concept of someone saved because they were saved by God.
It really
almost died, but they didn't.
But yeah, that's my thing too. Is like, so are you just like praying to like random people that like?
Well, it's like I can't call that insane because I don't know if people genuinely there's like text to support that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do people believe that?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no fucking clue, man. I just think it's weird. And I think it is usually 9 times out of 10 blasphemous. Yeah,
right? To pray to someone that's if you're a Christian, praying to someone that's idol. Not God.
Yeah. So what do you think it was though?
Listener?
No, I mean like I'm the guy. No, like I'm the guy. I'm trying to be the like what was funny about it?
I'm dead serious about this.
Dead serious, yeah. I guess you know what? No, fuck it. Yeah, what do you think, listener? Leave a comment.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm like I don't get this. I don't
get this either. Yeah, that's how we get the engagement up. That's how we. Yeah,
it's something too that I find interesting because I would only know it if I was raised in it.
Yeah.
Like I could read the Bible right now. I would come away with a different opinion.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't whatever interpretation
was taught to me.
Yeah, and the one of many subsects of Christianity, Catholicism, shit like that.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. I remember fucking nothing from...
I think I just had a really interesting church.
I went to Sunday school like for 5 weeks, and then it was like, nah, they're homophobic.
Oh yeah, because the Jack Chick comics.
Yeah.
That were homophobic.
Yeah.
They dispersed them at my school, too.
Oh yeah, they did.
My high school, yeah. And my middle school, yeah.
Florida, not a problem at all. Yeah, solved it. I will say the one meme where it's like they were mad at him because he was right or whatever the fuck it was. Funny. That is a funny one. Not gonna lie.
Some of that art is pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one's a fun one actually. As in, it's actually fun.
Okay.
And not me being an asshole to everybody by forcing everyone to listen to it. Today I fucked up by accidentally starting a citywide scavenger hunt.
Oh, yay! Josh said this one. I've been thinking about it since.
Obligatory, this happened last weekend, and I'm still dealing with the aftermath.
Okay.
So, fucking
That's
town's
funny, man.
off the map. All the buildings destroyed.
Like a community paintball episode.
Yeah, it's exactly that, yeah. So I work at a small indie bookstore, and we often get used books donated. Last week, I found this beautiful vintage copy of Treasure Island with really detailed illustrations. Inside was this yellow piece of paper with what looked like an old-timey treasure map and some cryptic clues. I thought it would be fun to post it on our local city subreddit as a joke, saying I found this mysterious map and wondering if anyone knew what it meant. The post blew up overnight. Like, seriously blew up. Turns out the, quote, clues are actually matched up with real locations around our city. Old buildings, historic landmarks, etc. What I thought was gibberish actually made sense to history buffs. So this is a real treasure. You didn't accidentally... This
is fucking awesome.
Yeah. People started forming teams and going on actual treasure hunts.
You created Rat Race? You did the Rat Race?
Some guy in a fedora came to the bookstore today and accused me of being part of a secret society.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, let's get to that. Well, let's not jump ahead
I'm
here,
on the
guys.
fucking edge of my goddamn seat.
Okay, people started forming teams and going on actual treasure hunts. Someone made a Discord. Local news picked it up. There are now hundreds of people coming through the city following these, quote, clues. Here's the thing. There's no treasure. The map was probably just some kid's school project from decades ago.
How do you fucking know?
How do you know? Yeah. It's like that movie where Nick Cage gets the time capsule and it has all the numbers that happen to be 9/11. Do you remember?
I thought you were going to say you were going to describe
Well, it's that one mixed with National Treasure, yeah.
I was like, excuse
That is
me.
a weird coincidence that two different Nicolas Cage movies kind of apply to the situation.
He makes them. He pays people to write them for him.
Exactly.
That's where all his money went, other than dinosaur bones.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There is no treasure. The map was probably just some kid's school project from decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
I tried posting updates explaining this, but people think I'm trying to throw them off the trail. Some guy in a fedora came to the bookstore today and accused me of being part of a secret society. The mayor's office called asking about permits for treasure hunting on public property. I'm getting DMs from people claiming they've solved parts of the puzzle and demanding to know the next steps. Someone started a GoFundMe to hire a professional cryptographer. TLDR posted a random old map as a joke, accidentally created a citywide treasure hunting craze, and now I'm too afraid to tell everyone it's fake.
How do you know it's fake? You don't know.
You gotta find the treasure. You gotta. Some first comment is plant a mirror with a message saying you were the treasure all along.
Yeah, like
that's fair. Yeah,
the journey was the treasure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it has to be fake, right?
I think this is where we differ.
Okay, all right.
I want to believe so bad that there's a treasure. You don't know. You didn't make the map. I thought you made the map and posted it. Now everyone went fucking crazy. You don't know. You found it in a fucking book. It could be a treasure. Doesn't have to be like gold. It could be like a fucking like a time capsule or something.
Dude, what if it's just like a dead body?
That'd be fucking awesome, dude. That would be epic, bro.
Now there's like a fucking Twin Peaks situation
then
in
it
the
needs
city.
to be fucking found by the fucking police.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky police. I don't know what's going on. No, I really. You found out that there's a lot of people that
believe in wonder and magic and merriment
in your city, and that's fucking awesome. But you're also found out that you very easily could be Q, and you have this power about you, and you need to harness it.
Yeah,
the power of charisma, and
guys, if you just wait 3 days, the treasure will magically appear.
Just do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to go to the grassy knoll to wait for JFK to be reborn.
The treasure, yeah.
And he's the real president. That's the treasure.
Okay, if this happened in Orlando, would you believe it? Because I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I think
I would.
Really? Is there any
everyone's
city...
insane. I kind of believed the truest Capricorn. I kind of believed him.
That's like he's a real person? Or
No,
like
we met him. He's a real person, but that his power levels are above 9,000.
Okay,
I was like,
fair.
maybe you are.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Maybe me as a Libra. Maybe my powers are insane. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to know if there's like a city in general that like if it was from that city, you'd be like,
I love that
no.
I just explained my atheism, and here I am like, nah, why the fuck not, bro? I'll believe in fucking anything, bro. I straight up will.
Give me anything to believe in. I'll do it.
Give me literally. Remember when I almost paid for that fucking that like national treasure hunter thing?
What? No, we did geocaching.
We
but
did
not,
do geocaching.
I don't know.
But
I don't know
no, there's
what you're
like
talking
a guy every year that he hides like $1,000 or something in every state, and you have to like queue up to get the tickets for the thing, and it's like a golden ticket situation.
Makes sense. Yeah,
you have to go all around your state or whatever.
Yeah, there was a guy that did that in Orlando recently. Like, just leaving like $100 bills, and we missed it.
Why didn't you fucking tell me?
Because when I saw it, it was like 2 days after.
We have so much time on our hands. We could literally get in the car and go anywhere.
I only got notified that it was in Orlando like a week after, and he was already in like fucking North Carolina.
God,
so it's like, and this guy has like hundreds of thousands of followers. So
someday
obviously,
I'll go on a fucking treasure hunt, bro.
Yeah,
but I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to make little treasure maps.
Yeah,
I would put things in the ground.
Oh shit! So you think this kid might have actually put something there?
Like a picture. Maybe it's there. I don't know.
Yeah,
or like a toy. Whatever. Maybe it's some kid's like, favorite thing, or like some random guy. Sometimes people are crazy, man. Who knows? It's so easy to bury shit. You need a shovel. That's it. Why would you think that?
Remember that,
it's not a real treasure. What the fuck?
Hey guys, if you ever get in a sticky situation, just remember you can just dig a hole.
If you want to bury your fucking action figure outside, at least you're not on a fucking iPad. Great. Do it. Do it and draw a map. At least you're drawing. At least you're participating in wonder and whimsy.
When you have that one fight that goes a little too far, just remember a shovel's all you need to. That's where I was going.
Yeah, Josh. No, why would we do anything that doesn't contribute to capital? Huh? Well, you're not going to be there for the birth of our child either? Why do you hate fun?
Shit. I'm too fucking cool, dude.
Now, I will say, don't just go online and say there's a treasure where there isn't one.
Maybe real answer is you shouldn't have done it in the first place, but now
I am worried about people with mental health issues or something, just believing in anything they read on the internet.
This is unironically, though, the glasses are helping me because I don't, the lights are so goddamn bright.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually look at you right now. And not have my eyes closed when I speak. That's nice.
Future's so bright.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I think I would, just for fun.
Yeah.
Do I actually believe in it? I don't know. Like 20% maybe. But yeah, I'm a person that will do things even if they don't pan out.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
That's just someone that if it's fun enough, yeah, I'll do it.
Might as well do it. Yeah,
Why
that's
not?
fair. Yeah.
You get one life, bro.
Might as well do everything you can.
Yeah, well, not everything. I wouldn't do meth. I don't need to do meth.
Weird that's the first one you went to, but
well, that's what people say. But they're like, oh, I got to try everything once. And then I'm like, meth? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so you love doing meth. Like, that's what you actually mean.
God, that's fucking...
You never had these conversations with your friends in like high school or middle school? I did many times.
I don't remember.
Literally, it would come up all the time.
Yeah.
During like the YOLO years.
Oh.
Like YOLO was supposed to be like you only live once, to go out and do shit, but it was like do drugs essentially.
I never got the drugs part of it. I think. So.
But I think at my high school there was a lot of drugs.
That's fair. Yeah. There were just a lot of fucking pretentious assholes at mine.
Why is it always drugs, and why is it never fun treasure hunts in your town?
That's okay. That's fair. I wish this was real, but it probably isn't.
I can't wait for an essay on why treasure hunts are bad for you. Like the seedy underbelly of treasure hunts.
Yeah,
of geocaching.
Are you waiting for the 2-hour-long treasure hunt?
Why geocaching is terrible. It's probably bad for the environment.
Probably, depending on, and also like maybe you're like, it could be bad for the environment if you disturb like.
But most geocaching, it's like you put
fence.
something in a tree.
Yeah, true.
You put a little
Trinket.
plastic trinket in a tree
Yeah, fair.
or like a box.
Solved it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do that. For future reference, don't do that.
If you're, depends, contact me, make a GoFundMe for the taxes for the treasure hunt, figure out where to put the treasure.
Can you tag on the 1700 for me?
Post a GoFundMe to keep the treasure hunt going, and now you run a treasure hunt. There you go. Great. Awesome. You're having fun now.
Yeah, no.
Yay. Am I the asshole for deciding to let my child die because she's ugly?
I've been, genuinely last 2 weeks ago, I thought there was a Sim story that you did, and I was wrong. I want to say this is an Am I the Asshole Sims, right?
I, non-binary, eternally young adult, and my wife, female elder, had 3 kids together. The eldest child was born human, unfortunately, but was a very cute child and is now an attractive young adult. So I decided to turn her into a vampire so she'd never die. My youngest child was also very aesthetically appealing and thankfully was born a vampire, so no issues there.
This used to be a serious show.
The problem is my middle child.
That's
she is
true.
hideous and difficult to be around due to her tragic appearance. She was also born human, and because of her looks, I've decided to not turn her into a vampire because, frankly, sorry, coughing on my own bullshit. Because, frankly, I don't want to look at that for eternity. I think the best course of action is to just let her die. However, my ugly daughter wants to be a vampire and is currently upset at me over my decision. As a result, my wife is also upset at me and saying I should turn my ugly daughter. I really don't think I'm in the wrong, but I figured I should ask for a second opinion. So, am I the asshole? What do you think, Josh? Give us your serious opinions right now.
What was the original question?
Should I let my child die?
No, you're an asshole if you're even considering it. Yeah, that's my true.
But she's ugly. She's ugly. So
I mean, listen. Why are you blaming your child for something that's your fault?
Top comment, not the asshole. Honestly, you're doing her a favor. Who would want to be ugly forever? So true. Exactly. I'll tell my daughter this. You could keep her as a ghost on your property.
That is true. That's true. Yeah.
But I'd do.
I don't know what to say to that. I think it's good. Listen, I'm playing Sims on the stream recently, right? I did accidentally kill someone. We'll talk about that in a second. But fucking
YTA.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
No.
But no, fucking I don't know if I've ever really gotten to any of the supernatural elements of Sims.
I got into the witch stuff. It was cool.
I never had a chance to play that. I think that version of it, at least. There used to be the vampires in Sims 3 that came out with the late night one.
Yeah.
And it got annoying at some point for me, the shit that changed about the sim that I had to keep an eye on. And also it did become hard, oh, you can't go out during the day? Fuck. Fucking shit. I know this whole pack is about doing things at night, but
yeah.
It's still annoying a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's I haven't done the supernatural shit for Sims 4 yet, but
I should try it, honestly. I haven't done any vampire stuff because I had just base game Sims 3 the entire time I played it. Yeah.
Damn. What am I thinking? Fucking okay, so there's a moment on stream because we have crowd control on and people were fucking spotting themselves into the stream.
Yeah.
And I wanted to change the price of Kill a Sim. And I was looking at the effect manager and crowd control. And I thought if I clicked on it, it would open a window.
Who did you kill?
That said, I think it was... I don't remember. There was 7 people.
Was it a person in chat?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I accidentally killed them, and then I had to, they gave me the prompt of, do you want them to stay on your property and keep control of them? I was like, yes. Yeah. That's... And then people were like, oh, there's ways to get them back. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking God.
Thank God, yeah.
But holy shit.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Having a perpetual young child ghost, I feel like that would get sad at some point.
No, I think they're saying I'll let them get old and die.
Oh,
I won't turn them into a vampire.
Okay, got it. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. I do this mostly for the comments that are like, no, I miss the Sims ones. So yeah, there you
sure
go.
as shit ain't for me.
Yeah, Josh is like, I don't know what even to say. It's like, because it's not fucking for you, bro.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's for everyone to go crazy in the comments.
That's for me to say. What do you guys think? And
What
then
do you
leave your
guys think?
comments.
Yeah, they like it. I don't know.
No, it's fun. I like them. Yeah, I always forget. Yeah, it's just
because sometimes you got to give some shit in for the audience. This one's it's mostly that. It's mostly that on my end.
Yeah.
I haven't done an actual "Am I the asshole" yet.
Yeah, you haven't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say the "Am I the overreacting?" I'm like, all right, I can probably make that one. At least.
Like, I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Come on, who's praying at Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people. I don't
Solved
know.
it, man. All right,
I can't wait to get death threats from that TikTok though.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I haven't gotten death threats yet. I'm not going to be over dramatic about it. I have gotten "I'm disappointed in you" DMs for being anti-Donald Trump, which is like,
Wow.
who were you listening to?
Yeah, yeah, definitely not us. You were just watching the TikToks, of course, and you didn't learn anything.
Yeah, no way.
Whoopsies.
Oops. Our fault.
I think I chose this one just because I like the way it was written, but I don't remember what happens.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not chasing down the waitress?
From Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
So I'm Charlie's fucking no.
Okay.
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 I feel like this is written to be like around a table with a bunch of dudes smoking.
That's funny.
So I'm at a Tex-Mex joint with my husband and 2 teenage kids.
I'm imagining this is a man. Is this a man?
I think this is, I don't know.
They don't say the gender.
They don't say their own gender.
Okay.
This non-binary at the table.
At the function. Yeah.
The service and food was decent and we were having a pretty good time.
All right.
Out of nowhere, a party of 30 walk in, sending our waitress into a tailspin. It took her a few extra minutes to get my husband's second beer, so he was getting annoyed. Then he got even more annoyed when it took some extra time for her to return to our table with the check. He shoved his debit card in her hand as she walked by and then got more irritated when she didn't come back with it right away. He was trying to force me or my kids to go chase her down to get the card back, but we were hesitant to make a scene, especially because she was running around like a chicken trying to get drinks to the additional tables.
Yeah.
Finally, 5 minutes later, she comes back with his card and we left, and he was ranting and raving the whole time home about how unacceptable the service was and was really mad at me for not trying hard enough to get the check in a timely manner.
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do in that case. Yeah.
He ruined our night and thinks I owe him an apology for not sticking up for him. And this is when you take the drag of the cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I can already see, and I'm just going to say this up top, I don't agree with you if you take the husband's side on this. And you're really going to get mad at me.
No, because, okay, no.
Not you.
No, I'm agreeing with you real quick, because I do want to say, oh, so you've never worked a fucking service job in your goddamn life?
People are going to be like, I don't know, if I didn't get my second beer within blah, 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 I would get upset too.
Have I told this on the podcast? Probably at some point. You know this. I was working fucking Annie Ann's at Universal.
Oh, yeah, the 12 pretzels there?
The 12 fucking foot-long hot dog pretzels.
Oh, hot dog pretzels, yeah.
And we didn't have any. We didn't have enough for 12. Yeah.
He was like, I'll wait.
And I literally asked them, the person that was rolling it, because she was like the only person that could do that job.
Yeah.
Was like, hey, how long would it take? And then she was like 45 minutes. And then I said that to the guy and he was like, oh yeah, sure. That works. And then I think he paid cash too, and it was over $100 fucking dollars. So like, it was really, I was flustered the rest of the night.
Yeah.
If anyone had given me shit, I would have lost my job over the violence I would have done. You know?
Yeah. No, yeah. But yeah, no, we're not gonna agree with you, and you are not gonna be able to try and shame us.
Wait 5 minutes
into believing your opinion that when you go to a restaurant you should get top tier service all the time. I think it's fine to get frustrated if you're like, oh, I'm hungry, where's my food? And you experience quote unquote bad service, because there are genuinely times where there's bad service.
There is exception to the rule.
I will never agree with you taking your anger out on service workers.
That's the thing, yeah. Or like telling your own kids like, hey, go up to them while they're at the drink stand getting the drinks. 30 fucking
Please
drinks.
Don't fucking bother them.
Yeah.
We're so far on the other end of the spectrum. We're never going to give you the opinion you want to hear out of us.
On that one,
which is, fuck service workers. If you take the
Rock and
job,
roll.
you should be blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
you asked the wrong people.
We're
in
the wrong
Orlando,
ass motherfucking
fucking Florida. Yeah.
You can say, I'm disappointed in your take all you want. All you fucking want. I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Please
Yeah.
leave. If you're this dedicated to this podcast and you're this angry at us not having that opinion.
Because also, like, okay, because, like, it's one thing if it's, like, the food, but, like, you're just waiting on, like, the check. So you've already eaten also,
Well,
is
it's
what
the
I feel
drink,
like.
the food, and the check.
Yeah, okay, fine,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, but I think after you get the food, I'm like, whatever, fuck it. Like, you can wait to
Yeah,
bring me the
whatever.
check. Because, like, what, after that point, it's like, what rush are you in? You know, you could be in a rush, but you have to, like, say that also. Like,
Oh, and also, you're probably not going to get good service because she was swamped with 30 fucking people.
yeah. No, it's yeah, you're not going to be the
I'm just giving
focus.
you the counter argument of someone being like, well, that's the hostess's fault, and the restaurant needs to be more organized. And I don't
People who
fucking
say that
care.
also for people that
Yeah.
definitely don't fucking tip.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Like, yeah, sure, the hostess could have made a mistake, but also blaming it on one individual in this situation is crazy.
It's such a top-down corporate ass mentality of like, well, if we blah blah blah, it's hindsight's 2020 ass opinion where you've never worked in like a kitchen in your life, and if you have and you have that opinion, it's been too long.
You need to go back in.
You need to go back in.
Put me back in, Chief.
And if you're in there right now, your God has abandoned you with empathy. You don't have any. I don't know what's up with you. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I hate people that are like, I'm in a situation, it's not going well, time to blame everyone else.
Yeah, no, I'll never respect that.
It's fine to be frustrated.
It's fine to be frustrated. It's fine to have feelings.
But you
the
gotta
second-
figure out how to deal with them. But that's not putting it on other people.
Yeah, and making their lives also worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Like you just say like, oh man, that sucked.
Yeah.
The situation sucked.
Yeah, not that the waitress sucked.
And you, wife, sucked for not, I don't know, hunting down this woman.
Yeah. Getting your camo on and like getting the net gun to try and get the check quicker. Yeah.
I wish people like this realized how much of a child they look like. I really think you're a child if you can't deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really do think of it. And we're gonna be, the thing about it that's really funny is you look at me and you at a restaurant where this happens to us and we're like, oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
And we go outside and we talk about, oh, damn, the service was bad, but it's, we'll probably go back again and see what happens.
Usually I'm like, oh man, they were understaffed. That sucks.
Yeah, that
like,
sucks.
Yeah, or maybe they can't hire people. Like, hopefully, like it's a decent job and
They
not just
should
like
hire more people, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe pay them more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Am I the asshole?
Just-
People should be paid more.
Yeah, literally. And then people will call us naive children for having a mature
Meanwhile,
reaction to a
you're
bad
like-
situation. Meanwhile, you go on fucking vacation to Hawaii and you don't even look up what island you're supposed to be on, and you don't even book the fucking boat in advance. So you get there, then you have to get another fucking hotel because you're an idiot and you don't fucking read. You don't even read enough to know that you're not supposed to be in Hawaii. They don't want your ass there.
Yeah.
It's ruining Hawaii. Don't go to Hawaii. They've been begging you not to go there for fucking years. I think that's more childish. Saying, I want it. I'm going to get it. No, it's not perfect. I'm going to be dead. Because of what? Money? A random amount of money? You're a baby. You're a
little
literal baby.
Yeah.
I didn't get the candy I wanted. That's what you sound like, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Ridiculous, man.
And then you shit on younger people who are just like, ah, damn. And they move on with their day and they're like, yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But you think that's complaining because it's not enough time for your complaining?
Yeah.
I'm really taking out my anger about a very specific type of
Person.
I was going to be like, it's millennials, but it's not.
It's not millennials.
It's
no.
Gen Xers, man. Gen Xers
very
and boomers.
specific Gen Xers, yeah.
And literally anyone above the age of 40 that has gotten this like weird entitlement disease.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what generation you're from. You're just entitled, and that's a child's emotion. And I'm tired of being fucking in my 20s dealing with a worse situation
Yeah.
way better than you are and being called a fucking child. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired. I own a business. I run a business and I manage a business. And you're calling me a child for getting angry on the internet?
Sure, bud. Yeah.
Dude, chill, man.
God. Solved it?
Solved it. I'm worried about fascism. You're upset you're not getting catered to in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We're different fucking people, bro.
Wait, you were 1.5 milliseconds too short to giving me my Mai Tai.
I'm not going to give you a 20% tip.
Yeah.
I don't believe in tipping
fact, I'm
culture.
gonna ask for your
Too bad it's
manager.
fucking here. Too bad. That's what the fucking culture is. Too bad. Too fucking bad. It's not my job to pay their rent. It is. It is now. They put it on you.
Yeah, they put it on you, and you're taking it out on the wrong person.
Yes. I have two. You get to choose.
Ah, fuck.
What's funny is these are both Am I the Assholes that I could have chosen earlier in the
Fucking
episode.
Asshole. You're the asshole right now.
I said that already. Okay.
Yeah,
One is, am I the asshole for saying yes to my boyfriend's public proposal and then turning him down in private?
Whoa.
And then the other one is, am I the asshole for getting rid of my stocking?
You know, I feel like the second one's more risky because, God, I'm so content brained where I'm like, okay, the first one, like the title, like people will stay more than 3 seconds. Good. But
Okay.
like the stocking one has to be like wild, right? Because of how simple of a title that is.
It's not that wild.
It's not that. Which one's more wild? How about that? Let's go.
I mean, they're both kind of normal. They're both kind of normally. That's kind of why I didn't choose them. I thought the other ones were more wild.
That's fair. Yeah.
And interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
I'll do the proposal. Fuck it.
Proposal? All right, we'll do
Yeah.
proposal. I feel like this one is more of a conversation around it.
Okay.
Anyway.
And also, I'm willing to bet you're like the stalking one's like, so I fucking murdered someone.
No, the stalking one was just like, I'll recap it. It was essentially like, I always get shit from my kids and my husband for their stalkings, but I never get anything, so I just took my stalking down because it
damn.
looks bad.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. Okay.
But she was like, she's not mad at her husband for not getting her stuff. She's just like, whatever. And now her husband's mad at her for taking the stocking down because he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not mad at him though. We have a great relationship, so don't mention
Okay.
divorce. But then people are like, but why doesn't he get you stuff?
Yeah,
though,
it's a
honey?"
little. You gotta have some goddamn self-respect.
Yeah, and it was more of like a, okay, come on. Like, maybe have some, like, you deserve more, honey.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, come
But
on.
okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for saying yes to my boyfriend's public proposal and then turning him down in private?
Ooh. Okay.
So my 26 female boyfriend, 28 male, and I have been dating for about 3 years. Things have been good, but I've been clear that I'm not ready for marriage just yet. I've told him I need more time to feel comfortable with such a big step.
And he was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna do this in the park."
Yeah. Well, a few weeks ago, we went to a big party hosted by his family for his dad's 60th. I noticed that he was acting a little nervous, but didn't think much of it.
So he's an asshole on two fronts. He's doing the he's
I
ruining
didn't
someone
get that,
else's
actually.
party,
He's
and
doing it
also was like,
Damn.
"That's awesome."
I
What do you
didn't
mean there's gonna be a
even think about
conversation
that.
about this? This is already cut and dry, motherfucker.
Yeah. I noticed that he was acting a little nervous, but didn't think much of it. Then during the event, he got everyone's attention, got down on one knee, and proposed to me in front of all his friends and family.
Oh God.
I was completely caught off guard and panicked. Now, I've heard stories about how rejecting someone in public can humiliate them, and I really didn't want to do that to him, especially in front of everyone he cares about, so I said yes in the moment. Everyone cheered, and he looked so happy. I felt horrible for misleading him, but I didn't know what else to do. After the party, on the car ride home, I told him privately and explained that while I love him, I'm not ready to get married yet, and that I only said yes to avoid embarrassing him in front of everyone. I thought being honest in private was the best thing to do. He got really upset and said I'd humiliated him even more because now he has to go back and tell everyone that we're not actually engaged. He said I should have just said no at the party if that's how I felt. I feel terrible that I've hurt him and put him in this position, but I also feel like he put me on the spot in front of everyone without considering my feelings.
Yeah.
We've yet to tell his family or anyone, and they keep calling and texting to give their congrats, which is upsetting him even more, and I'm seeing videos of his friends being His friends posted online of him getting on one knee, so it's pretty public now. So I read it, am I the asshole? Should I have just said no in public, or was I right to spare him the embarrassment in the moment?
I don't know, because I don't want to say, like, I'm going to say not the asshole.
I 1000% believe not the asshole. I think this is honestly really fucked up of him to do.
That's the thing, is like, I'm trying to, when weighing the moral actions here, first of all, I think
it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, no, either way, because then, it's going to be, that's an awkward car ride home, and then everyone...
he drove you there, then he put you on the spot in front of everybody.
There's already a power imbalance here, yeah.
If you had said no, he would have been mad at you for humiliating him in front of everybody. Dude.
Yeah, and this sucks, because I feel like, and maybe this is a bit of an overreaction, but the way he's acting about it is like a relationship killer to me.
No, I don't think it's an overreaction at all.
Because, like, to me, that's just so...
I think she has a right to be mad at him, and he doesn't have a right to be mad at her at all.
And I agree with that, actually, because if you tell someone, hey, I'm not ready for marriage,
and then you put them on the spot to manipulate them into saying yes, you actually did a bad thing, believe it or not.
And more importantly, you ruined someone else's party. So I mean,
that's a big thing. I would be pissed as your father.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'd be like, well, fuck me, I guess. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jesus.
Unless they talked about it beforehand, but I assume that would be really funny if they did. Like, you talk to your dad to be like, hey, Dad, is it cool if I propose to my girlfriend? Someone has no idea that I'm doing this. Like, you have more communication with your own dad than with your girlfriend. That'd be really funny.
And then he was like, hell yeah, and you guys high-fived and just fucking...
It just sounds like your boyfriend's a very selfish person that is not thinking about your needs nearly as much as you're thinking about his.
Yeah, and then he's getting mad when other people are like texting, like congratulating him.
Just
when,
fucking
like,
lie, dude.
Yeah.
Just lie until you're getting engaged.
Yeah.
And then break up and
just
say, we broke it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. Because, the way out of this would have been... Okay, I understand. I'm going to lie to everybody.
I'm so sorry. Now I will lie.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly,
or even tell the fucking truth, like own up to it. I feel like that's the more shitty. Yeah, you're the one that
you don't propose unless you know it's going to be a yes.
Yeah.
Like, everyone talks about a proposal beforehand.
Yeah, usually, I hope, because
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
That would be not okay to do it. I feel like, God, we really, first of all, also cell phones were a mistake because people filmed it too. Oh God.
It's fully his mistake. You should not feel bad about this at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not the asshole. 100%. Fuck, man.
I find it so funny in stories like this. Like, I'm trying to imagine the other side, really. And what you can't be like, but his emotions, without disregarding her emotions.
Yeah.
Like, she's so not in the wrong, it's crazy. To me. Because, like, if you say, he was upset. She should have just said no in the first place. But what if she's uncomfortable?
Yeah.
She has a right to not be uncomfortable in public because of her boyfriend.
There was a lack of, like, confrontational consent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like you're
I think people don't understand. This is something too that I experienced in my family.
Yeah.
It's like a manipulation thing. When people get mad at you and start a scene in public, it's to manufacture you being malleable and consent in the room. So like, my mom, the big thing that happened when we had our big, like the no contact, the big exploding thing that
caused
happened.
It. Yeah.
Was we were eating at a salad fucking bar, and she started crying and yelling at me, and we left, and we were both arguing, and essentially she would do this all the time, where she would get mad and start crying and start raising her voice at us in public in a restaurant. And we would then have to sit there and look like ungrateful children because she's a mom and she's yelling. Or, and it's something that I've talked about before where my brothers, it would happen so much to them that they would just go like nonverbal. They would just like go like, I don't care. I don't care. And they just accept that they look like assholes in public. And it's like a shaming thing. It's a shaming of how dare you not, anything could have triggered it.
And
like
a power thing too, yeah.
Like there was one time where she did it where my brother was telling a story about how someone stole cash from the cash register at work, and it ended up being a big misunderstanding. And my mom got upset that that happened to him. So she started yelling and crying, and he, sorry, you can cut that out. But like, he was like, he's a anxiety ridden guy. Wonder why. And the whole time he's like, why are you crying? I don't understand. And all of a sudden, you look like you're yelling at your mother in public who's crying.
Yeah.
And you look like an asshole. And the shit is fucking abusive, dude.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That didn't even take me a second to think. Yeah.
Because if it happens to you, you're like, wait, no, this is fucking unfair. Why is my, like, I'm forced to be feeling these uncomfortable feelings. And it's not about a right to comfort. It's not about a right to anything above anything. It's about being with somebody who is going to make the situation around you unsafe at any moment. So you decide to, it's like a power struggle.
Yeah.
They want you to go with them at whatever it is that they're saying, because they need to feel in control of you for whatever reason.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. And the only way out of it is to not give in and to just make a fucking scene. And just be like, yeah, no, fuck all these people. Fuck you. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Which is what happened. And a public proposal. I view it as very similar.
No, yeah.
If that happened to me, I would say no, and I would leave, and I would never see anybody in that room again. But it is something that you just shouldn't do to somebody that you love, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No one, if you love somebody, you wouldn't do that to them.
Yeah, especially if they tell you point fucking blank,
I'm going to say no. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't want marriage
this
right now. Yeah,
don't do it.
I think she wants marriage right now. Something
she doesn't
tells
fucking
me.
know.
She doesn't know what's going on in her brain.
Even she was like, I don't want marriage right now.
Yeah.
Could have been like a yes in the future. And he just fucking ruined it.
When she said right now, she actually meant that
like
second.
Right now.
So a second
like
later, she was like,
later,
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. I'm going to call my dad, see if we can do this.
But yeah, that was the conversation, was like, maybe people have forgotten, because this used to be a trend on Reddit, public proposals and the concept of a public proposal. And other people might be uncomfortable seeing a public proposal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not related to them. Is it more ethical to do it in public? Which I think, I don't know. If you're at Disney, you should kind of expect there's going to be a proposal.
Yeah, at some point.
At some point.
It's just, we were dealt the cards that were given,
You're at a fucking lake. It's a wedding spot. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you should have the consent of the other person to do a public proposal.
Agreed.
Should talk about it beforehand. Even if they're like, yeah, I want to get married to you.
Yeah, it's the public part is the thing. Yeah. Simple as that, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Solved it.
Solved it.
Is this our final story?
Yeah.
We're awesome at this.
Hey, no, it's like it's our job.
What? Am I the asshole for giving away the spare key to my sister instead of my girlfriend's parents?
Okay.
I'm male, and my girlfriend of 3 years moved in together into our new apartment. I'm just going to rip this Band-Aid off. No ages. We have no clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of ages this episode.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
What's up with that?
I'll get to the point. I wanted to give our spare key to my sister, who lives closer to us than her parents, who live in another city. I reasoned that a spare key is for emergencies, and it'd be more logical to give it to someone who lives closer, like my sister. My girlfriend didn't agree with me because my sister doesn't like her much, so she isn't comfortable with her having easy access to our apartment.
Okay.
Also, she had the spare key to our previous apartment and had used it without our permission.
So, okay. Interesting.
Curious.
Yeah.
But later, she did tell us that she'd be crashing there for an hour or so because she felt car sick. I thought it was fine, and my girlfriend didn't say anything, so I assumed that she was okay with it.
What?
But she has been bringing it up lately. I wonder why. I'd like to clarify that my sister has done that only once, and I still think that it was fine. She wasn't feeling well. Anyway, giving a spare wasn't a big deal, So I gave it to my sister and also made a duplicate for her parents. My girlfriend wasn't thrilled with my action and that I should have told her beforehand. While I admit I goofed for not telling her about the duplicate,
I goofed.
it does just a little goof.
This is a goof.
We just do goofs here in my apartment.
Just a goof in my relationship is me fucking up.
Yeah. Well, I admit I goofed for not... So funny.
Well, I admit I did a goof.
A little goofy.
Yeah.
While I admit I goofed for not telling her about the duplicate, I've apologized for that.
Oh, okay, so you're good.
I've washed the sin from my body by apologizing.
Okay.
Again, I reasoned that a spare key should be given to someone living closer to us, and if she wants to, then we can give it to another friend, but she's still mad and she is giving me the cold shoulder. I think this was an unnecessary argument, and it's a win-win situation. Everyone's getting a key.
So you learned nothing.
Am I the asshole here?
Yeah.
Edit. All right, I accept the verdict.
Oh,
it was asshole of me to make choices without my girlfriend and for her pushing her boundaries.
Good.
I was selfish and illogical. I'll do better.
Great.
As for the FAQs, which I wasn't expecting those to be focused on, so I didn't explain it much.
Uh-huh.
No, neither my sister nor her parents have gone through our stuff. Our stuffs. Okay.
That's, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that.
My sister was on a 12-hour-long bus ride, and the interstate station was walks away from our previous apartment, hence why she stayed over here for a while.
Okay.
My girlfriend wants to give her parents the key because those are people she trusts.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is open and shut. Like...
Book 'em, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bag 'em and tag 'em. No, like, I think if you're living with someone and someone is like, no, I don't, nope, don't want that in here. You have to be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And if you do
I
anything
think
that's
that
not
means
that,
she wants me to give the key.
that's crazy. You have to, like, it's like shitting where you eat, man. You can't make the person you live with unhappy.
Yeah. Jesus,
I do think there are like small situations where it becomes like an people using boundaries to be like,
yeah,
to, you know, like, you're not allowed to do this when that's not what a boundary is. It's,
Yeah.
I don't want to give our key to somebody because I don't trust them.
and the last time we gave them a key,
This
they just showed
happened.
up randomly.
So
yeah.
here's evidence.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And then, you know, it's something where you could be like, hey, my sister, she was on a 12-hour bus ride and she felt car sick. Is it okay if she crashes at our place? Because it sounded like that was fine with your girlfriend. She didn't ever get mad at you about that.
Yeah.
She got mad that you just gave the key away.
Yeah.
Which, yes, she's
That's
mad at you for not listening to her.
Exactly. Yeah. And going against, like,
Yeah.
yeah, going against what she said, and also being like, well, I thought this would be a win-win for everybody. I think that's another thing that kind of pisses me off.
Assuming your own logic is just true.
Yeah, it's like it's the hubris of it all, I guess.
Yeah, it is
where
that.
it's
But I mean, all right. Hopefully he does get better, and
No,
he does
yeah.
genuinely. Maybe through the practice of it, he'll understand it fully.
Yeah,
'Cause it
exactly.
feels like he doesn't truly understand it, but maybe he will in the future. Who knows?
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, I think it's simple enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I mean, I do genuinely. You get more points if you're like, no, yeah, all right, I'm an
Yeah,
asshole.
that's fair.
I think that's the perfect way to respond to an asshole reaction.
That's fair. Yeah.
The people that light themselves on fire.
Mm. You can put-
It shows.
yeah,
Shows you were on fire internally all along.
solved it. Dude.
Yeah.
That's our show, man.
Wow. And that's
We
the
did it.
year.
That's the year.
My
Sarah,
God.
What are the last things you want to plug
Stop
this year?
fucking talking to me about that candle, guys. Can we go into 2025 leaving the candle story behind?
I'm gonna post it again just to
No.
bump up the revenue a little bit.
Don't do that. But no, genuinely thank you everybody who's listened this year. Everybody since TikTok's going away. Thank you everybody who's ever listened on TikTok.
Yeah,
Found us through TikTok and everything. TikTok changed my fucking life.
100% agree. Yeah, same here.
And yeah, the podcast is still gonna keep going. Don't ever worry about us not doing this.
Yeah.
It might change over the years, but we're gonna do this until we die or
yeah.
kill each other and argue with each other and scream at each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we break
Once
up
this
or
is
something.
over, yeah.
Even then, we've talked about breaking up before. We would never, but we've talked about
Yeah.
if we did break up, having one of us has the podcast one week and the other one has it the other
yeah,
week.
exactly. Yeah, we
Like
figured
we're
this shit out.
divorced?
Yeah.
So no, this podcast will be here forever, and we love all the people that watched.
Yeah.
All of you are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. This Christmas and this New Year, I've been reflecting, and I've been like, I'm just very grateful that we've been able to have this opportunity.
No, I agree 100%. Yeah.
And
yeah.
No, you go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah. And I think like with how rough this year was, especially towards the end, I very much appreciate everyone's understanding and kindness.
Yeah, everyone's cool as shit, man.
Yeah. And I feel really proud of the audience that we have been able to cultivate off of TikTok onto other platforms like YouTube or Spotify, the podcast, you know.
I never thought ever that we would meet this many cool people. It really helps me get through the hard times.
Yeah.
Not to be parasocial with the audience, but like it helps me get through the hard times to know that there are at least cool people out there that exist at all.
Yeah, that's definitely a sane, like makes me a little bit more sane. Yeah.
Being in Florida, it's hard.
It's very difficult.
To just know that people out there exist and are nice.
But no, I think doing the show, I think TikTok has changed my life. I think the podcast has changed my life.
Yeah.
No, I complain sometimes, but they're all minuscule compared to the actual good things that have happened. And I do want to make that clear now, I guess.
Yeah.
With the year ending.
That's the only thing I feel bad about is constantly dwelling on the bad comments and things.
Yeah.
But now I understand. I think that's just something that you do when you entertain people is it's because I care about the show.
No, yeah. No,
and I want the show to be good, and I get upset when there's comments that I feel like are not deserved. And the way I process things, unfortunately, but also fortunately, is to talk about them.
Yeah.
So, that's why I talk about it on the show, but it sucks because it doesn't show appreciation for the people who genuinely care about us.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to give off the feeling that I'm ungrateful for that.
Yeah.
I am very, very grateful.
Yeah, I'm very grateful as well. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a fucking amazing, everything. Yeah.
Even though everything terrible happened to us this year,
yep,
that possibly could happen. It was still good. It was still fun.
The podcast at least was still fun and good to do.
Yeah, it was great, dude. I found out I had fucking ADHD this year.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
my life is way fucking better than last year. Holy
That's
shit,
good. That's really good.
Yeah,
yeah. I guess I'm excited for.
I'm excited for next year.
Next year for the podcast, at least. Everything else is like,
everything else is, I'm just not thinking about it.
But this show's going to keep going, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. New things are on the horizon.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep fucking going, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, thank you all for watching as much as you have. Sarah, what plugs do you want to do, though?
You can follow me on Tumblr. I've been treating it like Twitter, and it's been good stuff. That's Tumblr.com.
Nice.
THATSOHEERON. Sometimes I'll repost on Twitter. It's the same handle. Blue Sky, I don't really go on there, but maybe I'll do it if Twitter degrades even further. Which it probably will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. APWSTR Gaming.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get back into streaming in the new year and posting episodes on there. We just got to our membership.
Yeah,
shit. I think we got approved for that too. So
hell yeah,
it's you can have cool emotes in chat and you get episodes early. I think they should all come out on Sundays, so that'll be good for you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
nice. I'm Joshua Chinland on most things, including Instagram and Blue Sky. I've also made an APWSTR Blue Sky because someone asked about it. Like, will you guys be on Blue Sky? So APWSTR on Blue Sky now. APWSTR Productions on YouTube. A podcast will save this on Instagram. APWSTR. Podcast saves relationship on all podcasting platforms. Also, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. Definitely support the podcast and the stream.
Yeah,
we've been popping off. Fun. It's been a lot of fun. And a guy named JC on TikTok as well, because I'm posting clips there.
I think I might make
VODs.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And also a guy nicknamed JC VOD. Sorry, continue.
No, I think I'm also going to make a podcast Tumblr and like a podcast Tumblr community for people that are fans of the show, because we found out that there are some people that are fans of the show on there.
What?
I know. But they've been posting about us. We haven't even been on there to see. It's cool.
Yeah, no, we'll be putting all that there. And we'll be...
Patreon, Discord.
Patreon, Discord is there. Patreon.com/APWSTR. Buy us coffee at buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. Buy our coffee line at straightrivercoffee.com. It's APWSTR. Supports us, supports the local roaster. And Congo, Palestine, Sudan, and Lebanon links are all in the description, as well as in our link tree, as well as the distributed computing links Y'all know what's up.
Y'all know what's up.
Thank you all. Have a great new year. Hopefully.
See you next
See
year.
you next year.
See you next year. Whoa.
I see you guys.
But yeah, hope you had a great year and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Yeah,
Hanukkah was
is
recently.
Yeah, I think it might be still going on.
I think
I assume. I don't.
It started December 25th, so it is.
Okay, yeah, cool, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all have a good one. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Outro time.
I know.
Yeah, last outro. Make it a good one.
Oh my god.
You make it a good one, not me. Apparently, is what I just said. Wow.
Finally,
Really?
in the year 2025, we're gonna realize I do all the work.
So apparently, this is not only the last episode of the year; it's the last episode ever.
Great joke, Josh. Tell it again.
So not only is